Oh boy, oh boy. Who do we have here? I see Zach39. Hello, Zach. And an Arliss Bloxa05. What did the spaghetti say to the other spaghetti? Pasta la vista, baby. Oh, that's actually pretty funny. We can't boo that. That shit's funny. That shit makes me laugh. Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome on in, everyone. If you are tuning in, welcome. A WD-40 stretch ready from the jump? Okay, here we go. Oh. I'll take it. How is everybody doing, though? Happy Tuesday. Guys, I finally remembered what day today is. Tuesday, July 15th. Eden! Hello, how are you? Look at all these beautiful people heading on in. Welcome on in, everybody. This is twitch.tv/PizzaMate. I am the head maid in charge here, PizzaMate. It is a pleasure to serve you. It is Tuesday, July 15th, the year of your Lord 2025, and this is twitch.tv. If this is your first time here on the channel, my name is PizzaMate. I am a Android space captain combat mech pilot VTuber. Take that as you will, but I'm also a Phantasy Star content creator here. Whether it be the JRPGs, the online iterations, games made by fans for the Phantasy Star franchise. Did I say online iterations? I think I did. And all games in between, games heavily inspired and pay tribute to, if they exist. I really enjoy playing them. And I love chatting with folks about it. So that's basically what this channel's all about. But today we're doing something different. There is a regular feature that we have here on the channel called Margarita's Happy Hour. Running on today, its 14th episode. Oh my gosh, 14 episodes. Holy shit, that's been a lot. That's more than a year. That's wild. We have a special guest, which I will be introducing shortly. But some quick housekeeping that I just want to let folks know first. I'm doing good here. I can't complain. It's not as hot as I thought it would be. I was mentally preparing to be sweltering hot today, and I got to look cute. Because it wasn't insanely hot today. It was only insanely muggy, and I made it work. But I'm doing good here. Wandering Jin, hello. Hi. Hello. Now, you guys might be wondering, you may not be seeing anything currently on the chat bubble right now. That is because that is for our special guest. You get to catch the stream. I know. I've been catching all of your streams on Saturday nights. You're here. You made it. This is actually a very special edition. We are actually not playing really any games tonight. Tonight we are interviewing a special guest for Margarita's Happy Hour, which is a regular interview that I do monthly, where I love to interview people that have either been involved in the Phantasy Star community in some manner. Maybe they're a content creator, maybe they're a VTuber, and in some special instances, and I only do this once a year, I bring on a personal guest. And for this month, the first time I did this, I think on episode 3 of Margarita's Happy Hour, where I got to introduce the community and the chat to my husband, Simodian. Then today I'm going to be interviewing my best friend that I have known since I was 10 years old, which means we're going to talk about some old shit. We're going to be bringing up some old anime and some old video games. Y'all get ready. And we're going to be bringing up snacks. So I hope you guys are excited about that. Just to give you a quick rundown as well to let you know, for this week, we have tonight's episode of Margarita's Happy Hour happening live. If you miss it or if a friend wants to catch it, there will be a VOD available on YouTube, probably going live on Saturday, possibly on Sunday, just because I will be out of the house going to see Ghost in concert, which I'm pretty excited about. If not, though, Rest assured, it will be online, and you'll be able to catch it then. We also just recently unlocked or unleashed TikTok. Your TikTok. I thought it was a clock app. This is a very new Earthling thing for me, but I learned about TikTok, and I learned about things like thirst traps. I learned about Death Eaters. Apparently, Death Eaters and thirst traps is a thing that you see on your TikTok. I've also saw a lot of mukbang. Mukbang's a big thing on there. And a lot of advertisements for cooling blankets. So I started posting my clips here from the channel onto your TikTok, your clock app. And people sometimes watch it Sometimes they put a heart next to it. Some people comment on it. So if you like it, I have a TikTok. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm excited for Ghost. I'm beyond excited for Ghost. We've had these tickets for a very, very long time, so I'm very, very excited. Oh, you're very welcome, Wandering Jin. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy your stream, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy the stream tonight. So, there will be things on the YouTube, but there will be things on the TikTok, on the Clock app, and please look forward to them. The person that I'm speaking with tonight also has a channel on TikTok. So if you actually type in !Riss, you will learn more about Riss, where she does snack reviews on very random snacks on her TikTok. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Just a quick update for you as well. On Thursday, I will be online. I will be on a channel, but it won't be my channel. So if you guys head on over to Sarzak's channel, which I believe he's currently streaming right now, we are going to be doing a live 2D collab. This is going to be my first live 2D collab with my VTuber model, and we're going to be playing a game. I can't tell you what game it is yet, but I'm not going to be good at it, but I'm going to have fun. And that's what counts. I'm going to try. I'm going to learn how to play this game. I've never played this game before. I believe this is a game that Sarzak may have played before. I don't know for sure. But nonetheless, our communities will merge. It'll be a good time. There will be many laughs, many jokes. There may be onesies. Really, the possibilities are limitless. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. But with that being said, I'm going to introduce my dear friend. I'm going to bring her in right now. You may notice that, again, there is no chat currently in the chat box because I will be bringing her in. I'm going to wait a second, see if she's there. I know she's there because we chatted. We chatted before. We could chat again.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, pizza.
Hi, Riz. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
I'm good. So, everybody, this is my best friend. Look at my best friend, Riz. We've known each other since we were 10 years old. We were biddy. Even chat saying hi to you. Hi, Riz. How are you?
Hi, guys.
So you are actually my 14th guest on this show. I was telling them how usually once a year I do a personal guest. And the first guest that I did was Simodian, which of course I wanted to introduce everybody to my husband, who's now, I think a lot of my community members love him in ways that I didn't think possible. I think if they had to save someone from time to time, I think he might win. If it was between me and him, I think they might choose him because he's so funny. But I wanted to bring you on as my next guest and talk about our childhood because I think a lot of our formative years as we were growing up was crazy. But I think we also had some really good experiences. Like we were in a really good prime for like anime and video games and stuff like that. And plus I wanted to introduce you also as a content creator because I know that you do some very special stuff on that TikTok app, which by the way, it has nothing to do with the clock. For the longest time I was like, what is this earthling thing that everybody keeps talking about, this TikTok bullshit?
Yeah, it's confusing.
Well, first off, why don't you introduce yourself to everybody? If this is their first time getting to meet you, who are you and what do you do on your slice of the internet?
Sure thing. Well, I am Riss Vandal. As Pizza already said, well, I do a lot of things on the internet, some that are hard to explain. But my latest and greatest passion project is, yes, I did start reviewing snacks on TikTok. I was already seeking out limited edition snacks because I had like severe limited edition snack FOMO. So I was like, I might as well tell other people about these snacks that I'm spending my whole life seeking. And so I review them a few times a week, periodically in cosplay. We'll see where that goes. But also on the internet, I do have some some weird newsletters. I do run a satirical Victorian etiquette newsletter and a newsletter with personal stories about punk and goth subculture over on Substack. So
I
Those things
like
have no link whatsoever.
I was just going to say, you go from one polar extreme to the other when you think about it in terms of your Substack. Like, I just realized that in retrospect, and I'm like, I've known her for this long. She really goes from elegance to just punk and anarchy.
It's like
That's
very difficult because like you want other people to check out your other stuff, and it's very hard to bring fan bases from one of those to the other. I'll tell you that.
and I even have chat piping up here now. They're calling you the snack master. And somebody also asking a la carte Volturi, is this the friend that was into Star Ocean? I might have already mentioned that you're into Star Ocean, and I
Oh.
forgot. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely into Star Ocean. I will tell you that. But yeah, I feel like Star Ocean was never what I talked about the most. So that is funny if you brought that up.
I wonder if we brought it up in passing when we were talking about like science fiction fantasy games because again, and this we're going to be going I'm going to apologize well in advance community as well. We're going to be jumping from point to point to point. This is kind of how our dialogue and discourse goes. We will jump onto one point, onto another point, onto another point. So prepare yourselves. Be ready for this. This is two Latinas talking and that's the norm. That's what we do. But
Hmm.
I don't remember us having much of a influence on Star Ocean as younger people. I'm wondering if this was something that we may have talked about, like maybe when I was bringing up my excitement about Fantasy Star, you brought up Star Ocean. I wonder if that's where it came from.
Yeah, I do have to ask, and this might be crazy to your viewers here, but
Mm.
when did you get into Fantasy Star? Because I guess because I've never played it, I don't even know when you got into it.
So I got into it in 2017 because
Oh,
I
okay. I
had
was like, I thought maybe this was a childhood thing, and I somehow
no.
blind
No.
eye. Okay.
This was me doing the bass backwards approach on life. I got into it in 2017 because I saw a friend of mine, Motoko, who was streaming PSO2 from the Japanese servers. And I remember being like, this is a really cool MMO. And I thought it was such a cool concept. And she was the one that setting me up on getting my own Sega ID, getting started to playing on the JP servers while being based in
Oh,
North America. And I ended up loving and enjoying the game so much, I started going backwards. And I was like, I wonder what the other games are like. And that put me down a rabbit hole of things. And that's really where I got my interest into Fantasy Star. So that's kind of where my influence came from. But in terms of like games, I know some of our bigger points of contention was like the Chrono Trigger versus Final Fantasy VI debate, which is the better JRPG and stuff like that. But we also loved like Vib Ribbon and we loved Dance Dance Revolution and pretty much the PlayStation 1 demo that had Parappa the Rappa on it. Like those are the things that like stick out like a sore thumb to me, aside from fighting games, of course.
okay. So when you had given me an idea of what questions you might be asking, I'm sorry if I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but you had asked like some of the games that were important to me. And I will just say one of the most important things in my life was the demo CD that came with my PlayStation.
Yep,
And I
yep.
have only played Metal Gear Solid in that demo, but I spent hours walking around in a box in that demo. Never played the real Metal Gear Solid, but I feel like I love it in my heart just from that demo.
Wait. Okay, so we're unlocking some new lore here. Okay, we've been friends for 30 fucking years, and I'm just learning that you were just walking around in the Metal Gear Solid demo?
Like, I was just like trying to like sneak up on people, and then when they heard me, I'd hide under a box. But I would just like do that forever. Like I wasn't actually like trying to achieve anything.
Mhm.
I just get really, I guess you could say like hyper fixated on on really little elements of certain games. So yeah.
When I think of open world games, like I think of Shenmue. I don't Metal Gear did not come to my mind. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm also Metal Gear Solid is foreign territory to me. I don't know anything about it. Do you follow the other Metal Gear Solid games, or you just had that one experience on that demo?
No, I've just played the team, but I played it so much.
Oh, people are saying the box of hitting. Yes.
Yep. Exactly, exactly. I just did that over and over again. And then the demo ran out, and I was like, guess that's it.
Yeah, and even Alucard's saying too. I mean, aside from Fantasy Star, the only sci-fi JRPGs are Star Ocean and the Xeno games. So I feel
I
like
haven't. Yeah.
Yeah, now see, Xenogears is the thing that Sam was into. I learned about Xenogears from Sam because those were his favorite games that he enjoyed playing. And then the internet taught me about Sam and the horrible things he did during his Mass Effect runs. So that's like that's as much as I knew about Sam at a point. So I feel like I'm learning a lot
So
from you today.
I actually never played Xenogears, but I used to be. I don't know if you. Actually, I don't know if it still exists. If the video game magazine PSM still exists, but when PS1 was around, I subscribed to PSM and I read about every game religiously. So like, I feel like I have intimate knowledge of so many games that I've actually never played.
Well, I think there was a. Okay, now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Around that time, the magazines that were associated with video games were fucking peak. And I'm mad that we don't have that same kind of like. We have not set that precedent in a very, very long time. Like, first off, physical print. There's so many things I miss. Like the Gothic Lolita Bible, New Type magazine, PSN. The Nickelodeon magazine was also ace. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that anymore. Everything's now digitized, which is upsetting because I enjoyed having those, physical print copies. Even like the small like Disney Adventures, which looked like it was the size of like a TV
Yeah.
guide. So I
That was fun.
yeah, but those were kind of the gateway for us to learn about other games and to learn about other things aside from those demos too. I thought those demos were amazing. So, I mean,
Those were great.
yeah, we made music videos to a couple of the songs on those demos. Was Vid Ribbon on there? Vid Ribbon was on the demo, wasn't it?
Yeah, because there's no way I was just gaining access to a full Vibravin game out of nowhere at that time. Yeah, it was definitely a demo. I don't even know what demo. I don't even know how we know about Vibravin because it was harder to get like Japanese games at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, some demo had Vibravin. But you mentioned Parappa the Rapper on the demo. I had Parappa the Rapper the whole game. And might I just say, my husband doesn't, he just plays some PC games. He doesn't play much of the same games I play. And I am singing the full raps of Parappa the Rapper on the regular, and he lacks context. And that is a weird thing for someone to hear with no context, I'll tell you that.
You don't just randomly like walk up to him while he's cooking and just kick and punch him and then say it's all in the mind. Like you don't. Because
Well,
I
my
would do
favorite
that.
song.
I would do that.
Do you remember the chicken level by any chance?
Oh God, I remember what the chicken level looks like. Because wasn't it outdoors with the grass with the master?
Oh no. That's with the onion chop onion
Yeah.
master. The chicken one, they're in a kitchen, and she seems like she's trying to be like Julia Child esque. I'll just rap a brief part. You either remember it or you don't. It starts. Every single day, stress comes in every way. I ain't got no time for nobody. My style is rich, dope, fat, and witch. We'll make a cake today that looks rich. No?
No. No. But now
Okay.
you just made me think of Jammer Lammy because my mind went to
Oh,
Jammer Lammy, not Parappa on that one.
oh, I always meant to cosplay Jammer Lammy, and then that just like the time passed. But oh, I love Jammer Lammy.
It's a
Yeah.
good one. Listen, I would. I keep saying that I'm going to cosplay one day. Maybe one day I'll cosplay Parappa the Rappa and you could be Jammer Lammy and we can live
I'll
out.
keep better cosplay one day. You keep teasing me that you're nervous.
Listen, you and my chat have been asking me to cosplay, which, by the way, guys, aside from her many talents as both a writer, a rapper, a snack reviewer, she cosplays as well. She used to do an eating show dressed as Sakura. And not just Sakura, there was zombie Sakura. There was a couple. I think there's another Sakura cosplay too, wasn't there?
I don't remember. I'm slowly unearthing old footage and pictures from that I didn't even remember I had a social media account for it. But yeah, I used to have my own Twitch show called What Sakura Eats, and I would make anime themed food and then eat it or sometimes punch it. I feel like I was punching the food a lot to like really lean into Street Fighter. I once made a mashed potato that looked like Kirby and then I punched it. I don't it was real weird.
You know what? It was a memory that you made and documented. And I saw it and I went, "She did that. I let that happen. She did it and I let it happen."
I do a lot of weird things that maybe someone should stop.
Well, listen, we together collectively for the 3 decades that we've known each other, we've done a myriad of shit. I can't name towns without doxing myself, but we can always remember nights at the square. We can remember being
Yeah.
chased by men of a specific profession, we can remember Cinco de Mayo or Seis
Oh
de
yeah.
Mayo. Oh, and when you cut my hair at 2 a.m, we've done a lot of stupid shit, but we've done a lot of great shit too. I mean, as silly as it was, those are some of my fondest memories. Like, what would you say is your fondest, maybe either video game memory or anime memory? And was I present in any of it? I don't know.
Okay, so that's hard, but I would say one of my fondest video game memories was just like the simple memory of continuously at the top of my lungs, even though I don't know Japanese. I remember me and my two cousins, one of them was 4 years younger than me, and one of them was like 8 years younger than me. We all learned what we thought, at least, were the words to the rival schools theme song. And I'm sure you were present for one of those singing bouts. Like, you've been with me when I sang the entire rival schools theme song, I assume, right?
I would assume, yeah. No, I would assume if it wasn't that, I'm sure Buster Groove was somewhere in there. But we knew Buster Groove in English, not necessarily Japanese. So
Shit. Oh, I forgot about Buster Groove. But yeah, that's a whole nother thing, man. I could do a thesis on Buster Groove. But yeah, I honestly I just think Rival Schools is my everything. Like I love the character design. Like I said, I love the theme song, and it was just like that theme song, I don't know, it meant so much to me. So that's like one of my favorite video game memories, just starting up that video game. Like, I don't know what it is about that video game that made such a mark on me, but like, that is, I guess, hands down my favorite video game.
So then, can I ask you an important question? And I want to believe it was you, although I could be very, very wrong and be confusing you with someone else. Was Rival Schools the game that gave you the push to want to to get a Capcom club membership or whatever?
Oh yeah, I have I still have it. I have my Capcom Edge a membership card. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
there was a
remember.
membership card. There was a membership
Yeah.
card. See,
Oh yeah.
I thought it was crazy because I was like, I couldn't find anything anywhere. And I think I had some folks being like, there was a membership card. I'm like, I swear to you, I'm pretty sure there was a membership card. I swear to you.
I don't even remember like what you got from it, but yeah, I'm actually looking in my cards right now to see if I can find it.
Wait, you
I can't
still
find
keep it in your cards now with like your health insurance?
it doesn't fit in my very thin wallet, but it is like I do keep it in a stack of cards I have, yeah, that don't fit in my wallet. So yeah, that was like really important to me. I really like when we were younger, girls gaming was rarer. And just
Yes.
girls being into like anime and stuff like that was rarer. So I really took pride in my love of fighting games and leaned into it as much as I could because I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I play this fighting game and fuck yeah, like I'm a girl in this scene. And I know that sounds crazy now because there's a billion, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like that back in the day.
Well, no, it was hard because I mean, pop culture and media at that time was very geared towards boys. And you can even see that probably from like and chat, tell me if I'm wrong, but the Toonami's era was kind of limited in what it had for females because you had Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing, you had Robotech, you had God, what else was there? Obviously Sailor Moon. I'm trying to think of what the other one was. Was it
Ronin Warriors.
Tenchi Muyo? Tenchi Muyo was another one too. So there's a lot of stuff that was primarily geared towards the male demographic, but I don't think that they realized that in the process of trying to gear things towards a certain gender specific demographic, it kind of attracted the opposite audiences. And that's when girls started getting into mechs and girls started getting into harems. And they're like, well, I want a harem of women too. And, look at what that's done now. Love is love. So how dare you, I was down with it. I backed it. Those are, I mean, we
You
could,
want a harem or you backed what?
well, I backed the Gundam end of
Oh,
things, but I did also like harems. We were actually just having this discussion in our Discord as well, where I realized that I have a type. I have a thing for green-haired anime female characters.
okay.
Because Sam brought it up. Sam brought it up where we were having this discussion because we were talking about Cece from Code Geass, or Geass. I forget if I'm pronouncing it
I
right.
have no idea what you're talking
And then I brought up Bronca Lee, of course, as well
Yeah.
as a Sailor Pluto from Sailor Moon, and he was like, "Oh, you have a type," and I was like, As a matter of fact, yes. Yes, I do. I even have a member of my community, Arliss Bloxer. He's very into pink-haired chicks. He's got a thing for pink-haired women. Although he does love Hatsune Miku, but he's also very much into Megurine Luca. Do you have an anime waifu type that's not just Lin and May?
I'm sorry. I normally when you ask a question, I'm like, oh, what if she asks it back? But I was so fixated on there's a green-haired girl in Robotech that's really cool, and I couldn't think of her name, and her name is Mariah Sterling.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if you'd be into her.
Uh,
But
Probably.
ooh, you know what? I thought I had a type, but now I don't even know. Like I used to love honestly like a blue-haired girl, like back to Sailor Mercury. But on my
Mm-hmm.
second Sailor Moon watch, I realized I'm actually Team Jupiter now.
What?
So,
Wait. Stop. What? No. Wait.
so okay, let me just clarify. I might not I said that wrong. Not in my second Sailor Moon viewing. I watched Sailor Moon Crystal and I like Jupiter and Sailor Moon Crystal more than Sailor Moon.
I don't stop. Okay. I'm crashing out right now. For as long as
Why?
I've known, because for as long as I've known you, you've always been a tried and true Sailor Mercury. I mean, even though you collected all the figures, you had quite a amassed collection of Sailor Mercury, and now you're switching things up on me here,
Well,
and I don't know how to take this. I feel like you just told me you killed my pet goldfish, and I don't
I
know how to
will
feel about it.
say I want to admit it feels dirty to say, which is probably why you don't know it because I don't like talking about it. But in my heart, I was like, I don't like Sailor Mercury in the show. But again, in Sailor Moon Crystal, I don't know what would happen if I go back to the OG Sailor Moon. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know who my anime type is anymore. I feel confused, and I don't want to talk about it anymore.
This is my midlife crisis. How dare you, pizza? How dare you? I'm so sorry. I see a lot of folks also commenting in chat. This is why my sister never called me out when I was mistaken as male. I got the invites and opened the door for her as a female gamer and let her skills take center stage.
Yeah,
Cardcaptor Sakura was the one that was on the Warner Brothers channel. Yes.
yeah, that's true.
And for us when we were kids, before we went to school, it was on at like 5:30, 6 a.m. before we had to start school. It was Card Captors and Sailor Moon. And every now and
Yeah.
then I would watch MTV and it would show Michael Jackson's Earth Song. And that music video scared the ever living shit out of me. If you've ever watched the video, I have a fear of it. By the way, thank you for the pineapple hat, Jatha. Girl gamers,
Fun.
right?
That's a fun hat.
It is. Oh yeah. About that. Um, so you've known me for a while, a real long
Mm-hmm.
time. Um, Chat does this thing where they like puns. You know, puns are great. You know, Sam does a lot of puns. I married him. He's pretty punderful. Um, they had this running joke of pineapple on pizza, and so now this hat is a regular on the channel, and I
That's
wear it
fun.
on the regular. And I try to keep it on for 15 minutes, and then typically after I take it off, someone puts it right back on. So,
Okay.
I don't want you to think that I'm any less professional of an interviewer. This is just what we do here.
Oh no, let's keep this pizza on your head all chat long.
Well, I listen. There's we've got options. I'll put the pineapple hat back on. We've got this. We've got a penguin costume. I have my penguin onesie.
Oh, I have seen that. That's fun. It's like
Yeah.
a King Roomy costume.
Well, I raged out on a stream once about penguins, and this is my most expensive rage ever.
Oh, I think I saw that
Hmm.
somewhere.
Yeah, but I do also have Clowntown. Welcome to Clowntown.
Ooh, fun.
Yes, so that's a regular too. So we've
Yeah,
got
that's
options.
pretty
Uh,
solid.
People like the pineapple on their pizza. Yes. I don't really get to give it a few more times. They're gonna put the pineapple, or they're gonna put the penguin outfit on me. So you're gonna see it eventually. I make them wait for it. They got to work for that one because I don't
Okay.
want to. I don't want to just put it on from the jump. But I don't want you to think of me as any less of an interviewer if you see all three things on me. Like I just need you to take me seriously, okay?
I know. I support it. Let's go hard, guys.
Oh God. Oh
Let's take it to
God.
the edge.
I mean, it's true. Now, what would you say? We're going to be jumping from point to point. I don't even know why I thought I would. Again, I like to call all of my interview questions like railroad tracks, and it's a guide. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to stay on those tracks.
I
I
mean,
try
I
to
hope
steer.
that I don't like that. That is not a good. What is that metaphor? I don't like that because trains definitely should stay on their tracks. We're
Trains
not a
should
car.
they should stay on their tracks, but again, put two Latinas on a Discord call, shit's gonna go down. Like, it's gonna get wild. Like, we might
True.
even be sharing like rice and beans recipes after this. But what would you say? Um, where was I going with this? Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna ask. Okay, what are some of the most influential? Get ready for this. Anime, video games, and media of your like formative teenage years, and do you think it molded you into the individual that you are today?
I mean, I'd say definitely the moment I think I saw a Sailor Moon toy commercial before I actually saw the cartoon, and I had such a physical reaction. I I was just like, this is it. This is everything I need. Oh, sorry, I just got distracted. So someone said you might lose a train of thought, and I just lost my train of thought. That was insane.
Good job,
Um,
Alucard.
okay, I got distracted. Anyway, um, yeah, Sailor Moon opened the door to my lifelong obsession with anime, and that impacted my life. I mean, I remember when I was in middle school, I promised myself I would get to Japan before I was 30. And boy, did it come so close, but I finally made it. I think at like 29, I got myself to Japan.
Hmm.
Um, and Sailor Moon was the gateway for that. Um, Serial Experiments Lane, I don't remember for teenagers, but that like moody, mysterious style stuck with me forever. I am
Hmm.
someone who like, I don't know, not to sound corny, but I'm always like looking for the mysteries in life and I'm always like looking for something deeper. And that really had an impact on me. Um and the thing is the anime that had the greatest impact on my entire life was Nana, but I wasn't a teenager when I found Nana, so I
Hmm.
don't know if that's
Well, you also had. Now, I remember watching Serial Experiments Lane with you and thinking how crazy it was because around that time, it was Serial Experiments Lane and it was Neon Genesis Evangelion. And this was around the time that my mom was all about religion and wanted me to find my religious
yeah.
beliefs. And that
Yeah.
was a fucking choice of shows to watch when you're figuring out your religious beliefs. We got there, sorta, but that
Oh,
shit was
man.
wild. But I remember watching Serial Experiments Lane with you, and I remember falling in love with the theme song, which I would love to sing right now. Although I'm pretty sure I'll get a DMCA copyright strike. But
Oh,
it was good. But it was again a show like you said that kind of explored the mysteries. But I also remember you being into, I think it was Samurai 7.
oh yeah, God, this is the thing. Like, I have all these things I like, and you even told me the questions in advance, and I was like, I don't even know. But I don't know what I like. Samurai 7. Oh man, Samurai 7. You know what's crazy? I actually, and guys, I know Samurai 7 is based on like Seven Samurai. I've never seen that. I've only seen the anime Samurai 7. What's
Mm.
crazy is I never saw the final episode. I was obsessed with Samurai 7 and I never saw the final episode. I don't know what happened and I don't know why I didn't go back to it, but I didn't. But I used to watch it with my dad and it was like the only anime I could get him to latch on to. And I don't know what that one really got me. And I also should say that my brother, who's 11 years older than me,
Mm.
was showing me anime before I knew what anime was.
Mhm.
So I was watching Robotech when I was probably like 5 and I didn't know what was happening. So that's like Lin May's in my mind at all times.
Well, listen, I'm with you on the ongoing debate. Rick Hunter chose wrong. Rick Hunter chose wrong. He chose that bullshit Lisa. Fuck that
It's a
shit.
bit.
Not okay.
This is a big ass bitch.
It's literally, and they made movies after it, and something I never fully got over. But I also think of kind of like the whole Ronka Lee and like Cheryl Nome thing. I don't care what anybody says. Fuck Cheryl Nome. I said it. I fucking said it. Clip it if you want. Fuck Cheryl Nome. It's always going to be Ronka Lee. In the great debate, we're always going to choose Ronka Lee. So I understand where you're coming from with that. But the songstress, mech animes, those were really, really good. And they don't make them like that no more. And I don't know why.
I don't know, because they're and I know you're into mech animes a little more than me, but you give me an anime that has a song component, like that makes the anime 1,000 times more powerful to me. Like even those like corny songs that were in Sailor Moon R in the English episodes, like they would make me cry because I would be filled with so much emotion. Just imagine like a middle school girl come home from school, starts crying during a song of Sailor Moon. Yeah, that was me.
Literally,
Just
I will still listen to this day to Memorial Clover Z when they do Moon Revenge, which is the fight with them on the asteroid of the movie. And I will still tell you that is the best song of fucking all time. All time. Kanye, I said it.
yeah, there's just something about music and anime. What was your most formative anime, or one of them? It's hard to say your
Ooh,
most.
okay, so see, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Like you, my sister turned me on to different animation. It wasn't necessarily anime, but it was definitely adult animation because my influences at the time, because she was working at a CD store, I can't believe I'm even talking about this. Ren and Stimpy was a very, very pivotal form of my life
Okay.
in my childhood years, but also
Okay.
MTV's Liquid Television and Eon Flux. So
Yeah, I thought you were
from
gonna say that.
Eon Flux, I made a beeline towards Ghost in the Shell because Motoko Kusanagi kind of gave me those similar vibes to Eon Flux. So those were kind of influential to me. But then she was also the person that would watch late night like sci-fi with me. So she watched Akira with me, and that blew my mind. Like she would
Yeah.
watch that, and I think we even watched like at Bubblegum Crisis might have been another one that we watched.
Oh,
Like
fun.
there were some really rare things that we watched during that time. And then of course you had like, your typical go to like Speed Racer was probably like one of the first ones that I tapped into. As
God, I
silly
hate
as it
Speed
sounds.
Racer.
Do you really?
I hated it even as a child. It was like this is so stupid.
I would watch that and Rocky and Bullwinkle and the Food
Oh
Network
yeah,
in no particular order, like all the time
for
on the
sure.
summer, like late at night by myself, and I would love it. I would love it because that again, Toonami and Adult Swim wasn't really a thing back then, so those are
Yeah,
kind
there
of the
was
formative ones.
Did you remember though before Toonami though, the way we would watch our anime was Saturday anime on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah, yeah, Saturday anime at like, or are you talking about the late night like 3 a.m. Saturday
Oh
night?
no, I mean the morning one. Like
Oh,
Saturday morning, you could catch a anime movie.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you also could find, and it isn't really necessarily anime, but on the USA Network, you were able to watch like Gem and the Holograms, the Street Fighter
Mm.
animated series. Of course, you had X-Men on Fox Kids and whatnot,
Oh yeah.
and that's I can't. I still haven't fully recovered from that. X-Men '97 series is not. I'm not okay. I will one
Wait, you
day.
mean
I'm still
because it was
thinking.
powerful, not because you hated it, right?
No, not that I hate it. It was just
Oh,
powerful, and it made me feel things. I
I
did
wasn't ready
audible
to fight with you.
gasps. Wait, what were you gonna fight with me for?
No, I thought you were. I wasn't sure whether you meant it was powerful or you hated it. And if you hated it, I would have to beat you up.
No, 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 no. I didn't hate it. It just went in a direction that I was not prepared for. But again, there's a lot of ties to the comic series that Sam was immediately recognizing, and I was like, "Are you sure?" Because again, the limits of my comic knowledge is Polaris and X Factor. Like that's about it. Like that's all I gave a shit about as a kid. But that's just me. And everybody else is like, yeah, but what about, the wedding of Jean Grey and Cyclops? I'm like, yeah, yeah. And, Starfire and Robin and the Titans, yeah. But fucking Polaris, man, she's just got pushed to the back burner. I'm still pissed about that. She was even on that TV
Well,
show and she was shitty there, too.
I will say, I was obsessed with X-Men. I can't believe that I was like, oh, did you not like it? I forgot that we would have emergency Zoom chats, not Zoom, emergency Discord chats after each episode. Me,
Mm-hmm.
you, and Simodium.
Mm-hmm.
But fun fact, I only know Polaris from the '90s Marvel swimsuit issues. I don't actually know her from anything else.
Because she didn't get any airtime. Girl got
Yeah.
shafted. She got slept on. And I'm still mad about it. I'm mad about a lot of things. Anytime it comes up with Polaris, I was telling my chat about something that I did in grade school. This was before I moved to the state that we live in now. I got a really sick like Marvel Masterpiece trading card for doing really good in my art class. Like I must have really like worked hard on my macaroni necklace or something. And some kid tried to barter trade me my sick Polaris card for like a scented push pencil. And it was like
No,
grape
thank you,
scented.
bro.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, "Who the fuck do you think I am?" So I got mad at him and I threw a dodgeball at him in gym class later that day. But that's besides the point. That's
Do you
besides
still
the
have
point.
that card? Because I feel like I don't know if I have a Polaris one, but I feel
No,
like
I lost
possibly.
I lost the card when I moved, but I told
How sweet.
myself I bought it for myself on eBay, graded.
Oh,
I bought a graded version of that
oh,
card.
nice.
It cost
Okay.
it cost me $13, which shows you the worth of that card. But it's a 1992 or 1993 Marvel's Masterpiece art card, and it's beautiful. It's my favorite card of Polaris, and that was where my green-haired love kind of began. So, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I love a green hair character person too.
Now,
Yeah.
do you realize? And this is something I kind of laugh at too, because I was talking about a myriad of things with Sam prior to this interview on Sunday, and I didn't realize the influences of certain things that we appreciate now. A lot of them came from your dad. Your dad was the one
Really?
that
What do you mean?
your dad was the one that introduced us to Crunchyroll because he heard about it and he told us about it when we were eating lunch one day at KFC Taco Bell.
What? That's crazy. Really? I'll remember that.
I swear to you, that is one of the most vivid memories in my mind.
Oh,
Where we were either eating chalupa tacos or whatever. It was your dad that was like, "Oh, I heard about this website that shows those cartoons that you girls like. You should go check out Crunchyroll." And this was 2000 and I mean, we were still in high school. We were still in high
so
school at the
yeah,
time.
I don't remember it, but I believe you because at that time my father was still working at his full-time job, and
Mhm.
he had a coworker who was into anime, and I remember he would give me burnt anime soundtrack CDs from his coworker, and he would once he gave me a sack of Dragon Ball Z movie VHSs, like 20 of them. Basically, yeah, my dad didn't even know what anime was, but he just paid attention to me. And I guess latched on to that. And yeah, I, I'm very impressed with my dad. He's just like a, like, dude from Puerto Rico who does not watch anime. But yeah, he really rose to the occasion, raising an anime obsessed daughter. I give my dad mad props.
He supported it and he spread it because this was around the time that was also we were influenced by so many things at that time. I think Star Wars: The Phantom Menace was a big thing about then.
Oh yeah.
Janko jeans was a big thing about then. Crushes named Hinata was a very big influence for us back then.
Oh yeah. Yeah, guys, I used to be in love with this guy who had a haircut, if you've played Rival Schools, a haircut like the character Hinata. Um, oh, this is not from when we were teens, but I just want to tell you that for like a year, whenever I would visit my father, whenever I would enter a room, he would blast BTS. And I would be like, who told you to put BTS on? And he would be like, what do you mean, who told me? I love BTS. And I would be like, about? You don't even know who BTS is. And he like learned their names and he would be like, oh, what you mean? Like, or he didn't really know their names. He would like make up names. But my father tried to convince me that he actually listened to BTS when I wasn't home, which was a lie. It was a long troll that my father was doing. But he likes to pretend that he's obsessed with BTS.
Is this because he knew that you had an obsession with Moon Hee Jun and HOT as a teenager?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, did he know about the birthday cake?
Father, no, I feel like that was when my father worked weekends. And I
Okay.
feel like he missed that whole thing. But actually, someone who attended the Moon Hee Jun birthday party actually messaged me just days ago and was like, "Who the fuck was that band that you made us all listen to in middle school?" So yes, when we were in middle school, and no one was listening to K-pop, and I don't mean they weren't into it. I mean you couldn't even like access K-pop. I somehow became obsessed with the Korean pop group HOT, and I found out how to like import DVDs with their videos, and I had a birthday party for one of the members that I made all of my friends that didn't give a shit about HOT attend.
All right, I'm gonna follow this up, chat, because she not only had a birthday party for Moon Hee Jun, she also had a birthday party for Frederick Douglass because she didn't want to celebrate Valentine's Day. So we did have a Frederick Douglass birthday cake too.
Yes,
Fun
yes.
fact: if you ever wondered, there's a lot of memorable people that were born on Valentine's Day, and that both includes Simodian and Frederick Douglass. So if you ever want to take a sliver of knowledge with you wherever you go, you're welcome. I did that
Yeah,
also.
I was really into celebrating people that were off, just offbeat times. I also once, I didn't celebrate his birthday, but for my birthday, I tried to get a picture cake of a boy I had a crush on in my high school. I tried to get the grocery store to print a picture cake with it. No, I did, I think. Did I get it? At least, did I get it, pizza?
I don't know. I'm not. I'm actually trying to think. I don't think you were successful. I feel like they stopped us because they're like you can't use people's images without consent. I feel like we didn't
Yeah.
fully get away with it. Wait, was this the same party though where you had the anime theme song CD playing and it was the Cutie Honey theme song that I still think is the best rendition of Cutie Honey I've ever heard?
Oh, actually, yeah, that is a great rendition. Oh, you know what? You're right. I don't know what happened, but yes, they wouldn't print a picture cake of that boy. But so instead, I got a Galaxy Express 999 birthday cake.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And I remember really, really liking it a lot. And that was where I actually grew interest in Galaxy Express 999. It's true.
I was secret.
I no,
Actually,
it's not a secret. I know. I know you didn't finish it. I know you didn't finish it.
yeah. For the record, everyone, I not only like have I been into anime forever, not only did I used to be a secretary of my college's anime club, and not only am I the founder of a current anime club, there are so many animes I just pretend I've watched. Like I've never seen Akira, I've never seen Evangelion.
Wait, you really
I
haven't?
just
You've seen Evangelion? Because we watched a couple episodes together.
I might have seen episodes, but I've never actually seen the whole thing.
Okay.
Uh, but
Listen, the
I just
movies
nod
are long as
along.
shit. You're not wrong. Mhm.
Yeah, I just nod along when people talk about these things because if not, then they'll be like, "What? You never saw that?" And I'm like, "Leave me alone."
Listen,
So
I am of the belief that you liked Galaxy Express 1999 because of the art style of Leiji Matsumoto. So that's my story. I was like, she always appreciated the art style. Always appreciated the art style.
yeah,
I think you liked Esmeralda's too. Maybe. I don't know. It's a good possibility.
yeah,
It's a
I
great
love her
art style.
style. I actually got a sewing machine because I wanted to cosplay as her, but I never did because then I didn't learn how to sew, so that was a wasted purchase on my parents' part. And but no, I liked his art style. I went on to like oh, I can't remember. She's from Captain Harlock. She's
Are you talking about the brown-haired girl?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait,
I
let me
can't
see if I can
remember.
find this. Oh, no, this is gonna bother me if I don't. Hold on.
I have a figure of her, or at least I used to. I think I might have sold it.
Um. mm,
I can't find it either.
Hold on. Are you talking about Keiyuki? Or are you talking about
Oh,
Mime?
now that I'm looking at
No.
it,
No.
it might
Hold on.
be. Oh wait, wait. Queen Emeraldis. Oh my gosh, what's
That's
wrong
what
with me?
I thought. Well, that's why I said at first, Queen Esmeralda's.
Yeah, I got confused. I confused myself. Yeah, I was obsessed with Queen Emeraldis,
Mm.
and I had a Queen Emeraldis figure.
Lantis even said too, I loved Captain Harlock. There was a lot of good series that came from Leiji Matsumoto. And even if you, and I say this to a lot of people, even if you don't if you didn't watch the anime, just looking at YouTube's just to appreciate the art style, it's one of my, like, I know, listen, I love Akira Toriyama. I love the Dragon Ball series. I love the Dragon's Quest series. All the respect in the world to Toriyama. But I fucking love me some Leiji Matsumoto. That's some beautiful art style. It's beautiful art style. There's nothing wrong with that. Even if you didn't watch them, just checking out the art style, because it's a very interesting approach. And especially if you have like the old like 90s cinematography with like the old like CRTV screens with like the
Yeah.
VCR tracking, it just makes it all that much better. I kind of wished it was on TV, but that was not something that was really available on TV. I watched it because what's the oldest anime on Crunchyroll? Let's find out. Captain Harlock is the oldest anime on Crunchyroll? No
Oh,
way.
that's
No.
interesting.
No way.
Wow.
Is it
All right.
really? No,
Yeah,
because
I would
Galaxy Express 1999 was on there too.
wait. Isn't it Galaxy was 999? Is it 1999?
I'm sorry, 999. I'm sorry. I always think 1999.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll believe it.
I believe it too. I'll believe it too. I gotta stop saying 1999. I'm just thinking about the year. It was a damn good year. Well, that was where we came up in the conversation about the Phantom Menace, because we were talking about, somebody in my Discord chat was talking about the Matrix, and
Mhm.
Sam brought up the fact that he remembers that his intrigue for the Matrix stems from the fact that that was at the time one of the only movies that was showing an exclusive trailer to Star Wars The Phantom Menace. And that's when I popped off and went, oh God, I remember so many things watching that movie with my friends when I was a child. And May! Hey,
Wait,
PK
Matrix or
Goldstream!
Phantom Menace?
Wait, what?
Wait, you mean Matrix, not Phantom Menace, right? Or do you?
Ooh, I was... No, we watched the Phantom... I thought we watched the Phantom Menace together at Regal Cinemas.
Oh, we did. Yeah, I wasn't sure which one you were talking about.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna say
we
I
did.
don't. I was gonna say I don't think we watched The Matrix together, but we definitely
No.
watched The Phantom Menace.
Yeah, we cosplayed to the movie theater.
Did we? No. Wait, are you talking about my birthday? Are you talking about my birthday?
Maybe. I don't know.
Are you talking
Where
about?
did you?
Because
When did
I'm
you
thinking
dress up
about.
like Queen When did
I,
you dress up like Queen Amidala?
that was the midnight showing of one of the Star Wars movies. Was it The Phantom Menace?
Oh, maybe not. No, maybe not. Wait,
No,
no, maybe not.
there was, because we all went to the movies. Our whole little group of friends, our girlfriends, that we saw it during the daytime, because that's where we said Qui-Gon Jinn was hot as he was being burned alive. I'm not even going to say that this is spoilers anymore. And we all laughed hysterically in the movie theater. And then there was also a time where, for my birthday, I made people dress up, and my boyfriend at the time dress up as Star Wars characters. And we went to the midnight showing. That did happen.
Wait, no, we didn't think Qui-Gon Jinn was hot. We thought Obi-Wan was hot.
No, we were joking that Qui-Gon Jinn was hot because he was being burned in flames after he died.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't get the wordplay there, even though I was there when it happened. I got it.
I remember the person I was sitting next to, who was kind of the real funny, kind of like goofster of our group, and she made the comment, and I audibly just laughed and lost my shit. They've added a lot of shows since then, but 15 years ago, that was the oldest anime we could find on the platform. That's crazy to me. And here's the thing, chat. I love Crunchyroll. I've been a fan of Crunchyroll for a very, very long time. But Funimation had some real good gems that Crunchyroll never seemed to get, like Chobits. I don't think Chobits was ever on Crunchyroll, and I'm legit pissed about that one.
Huh. Yeah, that stinks. I've actually never seen Chobits, but that's one of those things where, like, I used to get anime magazines at the time, so I also feel like I watched it even though I didn't.
That one made me ugly cry because of, but it also made me have a loving appreciation for robots and androids and artificial life forms. So I've accepted it. Now, what would you say to now? Fast forward from where we were as teenagers to where we are today. What do you think are some of the most influential, like, video games and anime that you still think are formative to you now? And it doesn't matter from what time period, but which was the ones that you are now. Oh, see, she's a Funi girl too. That's right.
Yeah, so nice.
Let's go, Funimation. Let's go.
Nana is my life. That's it. No, there are other influential things. But yeah, Nana is my life. I am Nana Osaki. I cosplayed as Nana Osaki, but also I found a way to become so wrapped up in it that when I had a boyfriend in Korea break up with me and ruin my life, I decided to go back to Korea just so I could prove myself that I could like forge a life in the same place as him but without him, just to like parallel Nana. I'm psychotic, by the way. Because I definitely was like, I'll be like Nana. I gotta go back. But not that she went back, but she went to Tokyo after her guy left her, and I don't know. If
Fucking
you saw
Ren.
it, hopefully it makes sense.
Fucking Ren.
um yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Nana is my everything. One day I'll have a Nana tattoo. I love cosplaying as Nana. Um what else? Video games.
I thought you were
All
going to bring up another anime. I wasn't sure of it. Were you going to bring up Beastars or no?
Okay, so that was in my mind immediately, but I was just like, is it too, I didn't even finish it. Is it still too fresh to leave it as being formative? But I will say, actually, yeah, you know what? I am going to say it. Beastars is my favorite anime right now. And I actually went back and started reading, not the Beastars manga, but I forget who made it, but they actually made a manga before Beastars that is
Really?
just like short vignettes about different animal interactions. So now I'm obsessed with everything related to Beastars. Beastars is so fucked up. It's so fucked up. It haunts me. It haunts me all the time. It's so beautiful. It's so haunting. It's so fucked up. It's so you never know what's gonna happen. It's fucking unreal. You haven't seen it outside of Anime Club, have you?
No, no. I saw your
Okay.
excitement for it, and I saw 3 episodes, and I was like, I can't believe that an anthropomorphic animal can pull that shit off. I don't know how I feel about this.
Um, yeah, I gotta say, I was trying to convince someone else in our anime club to watch more of it, and I was explaining a scene, and they were so upset by the scene I explained, and they were like, "I'm never watching Stars," and I was like, "Okay, I guess I'll never have anyone to talk to." But yeah,
Listen,
I just love Stars all alone by myself.
listen, there's nothing wrong with that. We all have that one coveted anime or like in the closet video game that we don't tell people how much we love, but we love it. Like for the longest time, I don't know. I loved sharing video games with people, being like, "Yeah, I really love Daytona 500, and I really love Twisted Metal." But every time I talk about Odyssey, Abe's Exodus,
Oh, I
I
love that
I
game.
love that game too. But like people would look at me real funny, and I'm like, "The fuck is? Take that look off your fucking face. It's a great game." And I just kept it then like I kept it to myself. I was like, I'm not gonna tell anybody how much I love that game because people don't appreciate it the way that I do. I love Abe.
It is I know that there were like all these creative ways that you could kill the bad guys. So it was a bit gruesome at times. So I guess I could get away. It was weird, but whatever, man. Oh, oh man, I'm sorry. I need to go back. I can't believe that you didn't call me out on not mentioning this because because this show saved me. And I watched it during one of the most brutal breakups of my life. And
Oh,
you actually needed to like nurse me back to health during this brutal breakup and feed me Cheetos while we watched this anime. Do you know what anime I'm talking about?
during this anime, was it?
Yeah, I would go to your house and we'd watch it.
Are you talking about Uran?
Oh no, I'm talking about Free Iwatobi Swing.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because Free Awatobi, I thought was your gateway not just for this breakup, but to express and accept the life of crossplay. I thought of that as
Yes.
more as a crossplay influence for you, was doing Free Awatobi.
Well, Free Iwatobi was so many things to me. It saved me. Sports anime as a whole saved me after that bad breakup. That and Haikyuu.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, they just like brought like light back into my life. But yeah, you're right. See, I need you to remind me of things. That yeah, Free Iwatobi. I became so obsessed with some of the characters that I like wanted to be them. So then I remember I would, if anyone's watched it, I cosplayed as Ryukazaki.
Is that the
And then
person
also
with the
made my
glasses,
husband.
right?
Yeah, yeah. I've also made my husband cosplay as him. I'm very obsessed with Ray. But yeah, I love I had a long stint with crossplay. I I don't do that anymore just because I don't really have opportunities. But yeah, I really loved dressing as um Toby Boys. That was my favorite. Can't believe I forgot that.
Oh, it was a good time too. I see chat also mentioning I like the Oddworld games. It had funny whew,
Yeah.
whew, whew, then parts and laughs and farts. I do remember the farts. Kaleido Star, or Kaleido, or Kaleido Star might be my closet anime. I also like the parody 50% off. You didn't get into Yuri on Ice though.
You know what? I just didn't get to it. It's not like I watched it and I was like, I don't like this. I just, you know what it was? There was something about these sports animes. I don't like sports, really. There's something about like how intense they were about these like dudeish sports that I was like, I like loved how they reframed dudeish sports.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I don't know, like I guess I already like ice figure skating, so like it wasn't like I was going into these because I wanted to see them flip the script, and I guess I was like, well, I really like figure skating. There's not much to like flip the script on me, so like I just like it wasn't a priority. But I should watch it, shouldn't I? Have you seen it?
I have not seen it, but I had a lot of friends that were obsessed with it. Well, they were all obsessed with that. I was still obsessed on two shows that we used to watch during Anime Club, and I would watch them on repeat by myself. And they were Black Cat and Yakitate Japan. And
Oh
I don't know why. Okay, one, no, I do know the answer to one of them. The reason I was obsessed with Black Cat was it still has probably one of my favorite intro theme songs. If you guys ever get the chance, listen to the theme song of Black Cat, the anime. It's fucking good. It's fucking good. And Yakitate Japan is about a little boy that wants to make bread for Japan called Japan. And I've never been more engaged in an anime than I was then, and I was rooting for that little boy to make his little Japan bread. It was a fucking great anime, and anyone that tells me it's a bad anime, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's great. It's a great, good,
I agree. That's one of
wholesome.
the best comedy animes. Which, by the way, I just want to say, Lantis Greyfield. I'm not sure if I've seen 50% off. Just know I will totally watch that when we get off this interview.
Oh, well,
um,
she also mentioned Slayers. Are you familiar with Slayers? You have to. I think you know Lena Inverse. I know you know Lena
yeah,
Inverse.
I love Slayers. I actually have a little bit of Slayers merch that was really excited to get. I think years back, I got like a vintage pin. I love the art style. I love that 90s. Do you remember how pointy anime was in the 90s?
Yes, yes, I do, and I loved
I
it.
miss that pointy style. So Slayers was like peak pointy anime.
So it's very funny that you even mentioned that because one of the artists that I was looking at for my VTuber model was there was a 90s retro anime artist. Unfortunately, they were just not in my price range, and I'm so happy with the model that I have now. But they focused on that similar pointy style, like almost Yu-Gi-Oh like. It was
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
It was a damn good art style, and I appreciate the shit out of it.
Yeah,
I
that shows that we're old, that we like the pointy anime, because everyone is into the soft anime these days.
Yeah, animes nowadays, literally, it's all isekai, and the main character is Chakun. Like, that's what I've established from that, at this point. It's an Ed says, Lena's the goat. I just mailed a friend a signed Slayer's book today. Lantis
Awesome.
says, I am Lena Inverse. This is actually very true. I've seen Lantis. Lantis does look like Lena Inverse. A bread
Ooh, that's awesome.
Professor Doc says a bread sent someone to heaven. Doc, it's the most wholesome. Oh no, I think the most wholesome anime I've ever watched might be K-On! Or Tamako Market, but that's right up there. That's right up there. Chunibyo, Chunibyo was also wholesome, but it was kind of sad. That was one of those emotionally devastating anime. There's so many. There's so many.
Oh, yeah,
Lena was the
of
first
course.
of many magical terrorists I fixated on. Lena walks so Megamoon and Klee could explosion. It's true. It's true. A lot of these people, crawled, so a lot of these other ones could walk. Is that how this says? Is that how the saying goes? One's got to
Wait,
crawl for the other one to walk, or one's got to walk for the other
one
one to crawl?
walked so the other one could run. Isn't it walk to the or they crawl?
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't
Maybe
do
it's
this.
both. I feel like I only heard the walk so so and so could run, but by
That
that same logic, the crawl and the walk works.
I'm so
I'll take
sorry.
it.
I'm not very good with sayings and phrases. I am gonna figure that out. It probably is walking and running, but I went to crawl and walk. I didn't do it right. But you guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick 3-minute break. During this time, Yamato, 21.99, underrated. Also a good one. Battleship Yamato. I think we
Oh
actually
yeah.
own that one. I think we own that one. Um, Lena is my most cosplayed character. I need to remake my huge shoulder armor,
Oh,
upgrade from foam to
fun.
3D print filaments. We may have to share some of your cosplay images. You've done some good cosplay as well. If you feel comfortable sharing them, I will share them in the Discord. I will share them in the Discord if you feel so comfortable for it. We are going to take, though, a quick 3-minute break. So during that time, guys, please feel free to get up, stretch, grab something to eat, grab something to drink. And we will be right back. If you are a subscriber of the channel, though, please know that you will get to listen in for the next 3 minutes where we have secret talks about things. But we're getting into a very, you know what? You may want to bring a snack back for this next part of the discussion because you're going to get hungry after this. But we are going to have a quick 3-minute break and we will be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Back. Ooh, that's actually really good. I still, I still wish for a Gunsmith Cats and Read or Die reboot. Neurotypical kids today would go wild for the paper with Mappa animation. Ooh, or neurodivergent, not neurotypical. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man, damn it, we gotta go back. We gotta go back.
What?
We gotta go back to the early days.
Oh God, I wish. Ugh, don't even get me started. I think I told you last Christmas I made my brother bid on eBay for that OG Sailor Moon R soundtrack because I wanted to go into a nostalgia hole.
Oh, I actually, coincidentally, funny that you should mention this. I was looking on the top of my bookshelves and I stumbled across, do you remember when we used to go to the Encounter and they had a lot of Sailor Moon merchandise?
Yeah.
I actually have my original Sailor Mars stuffed plush, and I also have my large 17-inch Sailor Mars doll still. My mom kept the box. I unfortunately lost
I
the
love
wand,
it.
but it kept the gloves, the shoes, and she was kind enough to braid Sailor Mars's hair so that it
Aw.
wouldn't get ragged. So I still have that. I'll send you pictures of it. You're gonna be like, what the? What the? They're like 27 years old, but I still have them.
Well, yeah, I still have a Sailor Mercury and my very treasured tuxedo mask plush from the Encounter also.
Okay, question for you. Is yours dirty or like is it like do you have to have like I think I actually have to steam clean my plush. Like it's so dirty from like I guess moves and stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether it faded from sunlight or it was dust accumulation. The tuxedo mask one's fine, but the Sailor Mercury, like, the hair is faded.
Oh, mine's just dirty. It looks like it was just dust accumulation that no longer was like light dust, but rather like sticky dust. It's not good. It's not
Yeah,
good.
I don't know if you remember that my dad made those shelves. Do you remember those shelves that used to go
Mhm.
around? But, like, that was awesome because then no one would touch my stuff, but it wasn't awesome because it was impossible to dust anything.
Such is life. You know, life is indifferent. Though I
Yeah.
approach that same look at life. Someone told me Outlaw Star is getting remastered the way Bebop is, and I was so excited for that. I also hope for a Big O reboot continuation someday, but that's Cope. And then to be love is to be changed. Tuxedo Plash mask plushie.
That's great.
We
Wait,
all
are we
have.
back now? Are we back?
We should be coming back in about 10 seconds. Do you want to tell
Oh,
everyone what
okay.
your favorite AOL screen name was? Because I know what mine was.
Oh, Shamu, you
You
blowhole,
blowhole.
maybe?
Yep, that's the one. Shamu, you
Oh,
blowhole.
what was yours?
Fuck. That's a toss up. That might have either been Glamrock, Supasta, because I couldn't fit Superstar into AOL username, or shit. That might have been it. Although my favorite email address of yours was Paxil at I took my Prozac.com. I'll never forget that
I'm
email
just
address.
a fucking weird person. I was so trying to be weird when I was young. It was such a try hard.
Well, didn't you also have like SS Bulma 11 and like Metallicatra 50 and a couple other ones?
Yeah, the first email of my life I had at dbz.com. My first email was ssbulma@dbz.com.
I still have my first email address. It was yahoo.com. I'm not going to say what the full address is, but because I can still actively use it. But I still
Oh.
have my first email address. I actually still also have my first AOL screen name. I still have it in email form now. Yeah.
I don't have my first email, but I have so many of my, which again, I guess I also won't say, but because they're active, but I have so many embarrassing emails that I made like in college that I used to sign up for accounts. So I remember like recently I went to Sephora and they were like, "Oh, do you want to access your points?" And I was like, "No." And they were like, "Why not? Do you not have points?" I was like, "I'm not saying my email address out
And
So that happened.
with that, we're back. Wait, can I just ask you one quick question then? Wait, is the Paxil one still active? Because I feel really bad if I just said it on air.
No, no, no.
Okay.
That was active.
Okay. I just wanted to double check and make sure. I was like, oh God, I would feel horrible if that was still active.
Also, when we go to Old Navy, the email they have really embarrasses my husband.
Can you please DM me that one?
Yes, I will.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. But we are back. We we went down an embarrassing hole. Man, I could have just brought up ICQ numbers. Is it ICQ or ICQA? No, ICQA is something work related. ICQ
Yeah.
and then MSN Messenger, and which, by the way, I actually have an MSN Messenger account that actively
Oh,
works.
wow.
I found a way to do
Something
it.
like
I have no friends, but I have it. And that's
that.
what counts. I have it for the day that somebody else I'll know will also have MSN Messenger. We can communicate. I fucking have it. I can't get AOL, but I got MSN Messenger. But with that, we're coming back. We went down to the past. Now let's talk about the present, because
Okay.
you are presently also a content creator here on the internet, and social media is the name of the game for you. Again, I was telling folks how I now actively have one of those TikTok apps, and you were the one that actually inspired me to post my first TikTok, and I
Yeah, I
chose
was so excited
I
when I
cho-
saw that.
I chose a clip from the channel where, as typical, I fucked up, and I scuffed my own channel because that's what I do, and I did that. What do you do on social media? What does your TikTok entail, and where did this idea even come from?
Well, yeah, like I mentioned, I review snacks mostly. I'll do some silly stuff in between, but mostly I'm reviewing snacks and drinks. Um, I have food FOMO, severe food FOMO, and I don't know why. I have FOMO in many aspects of life, but like even before I had the TikTok, when there would be like limited edition chip or like Pizza Hut did a collab with this winery. Now they have pizza wine. Like I would be like, I have to. But then like I would do that and like I like nobody cares. like I would do it and I would just be like, "Hey, my husband, look at this pizza wine," and he would be like, "Okay." Like he would care, but like I would be like, "I need to tell someone, okay? I need to tell someone about these snacks," because I was just really just talking to my husband about snacks constantly, and he cares, but you can only care so much to have
Mm,
to hear about it day in and day out.
mm.
So I was like, "Yeah, let me make an account." I did Instagram first, but I recently realized how freeing it is to start a social media account that like almost no one you know has access to. And most people I know don't have TikTok. Like on my Instagram is like friends I've had since I was in middle school and my family. And they all had takes. Cause like suddenly I started doing like I'm not trying to be an influencer, but like slightly like, talking in a more like enthusiastic voice to have an engaging review. And like I have some very cynical friends that like low key were like kind of making fun of it. And I have other friends that were like critiquing me and I'm like, leave me alone. And like I was becoming really self-conscious. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go on TikTok. Nobody knows me there, and either strangers want to hear it or not. And I'm not relying on my friends just following me out of courtesy. So Pizza has my TikTok and like two other people, but other than that, no one else I know knows about my TikTok, and I'm
Wait,
just building it from the ground up with strangers.
here you go. Speaking of strangers, here, guys, you could go check out her TikTok. I've added the caster command. Even Lanta says my mom loves all those limited edition food stuffs, but for her, nothing will top the peanut butter and banana Elvis Presley edition Reese's cup. What?
I never got to try that one. That was before I was like regularly getting everything. Also, I can't eat too many candies. I do focus mostly on like chips and sodas, but once in a while, what did I try? Oh, I tried the peanut butter jelly Reese's, which tell your mom she doesn't need to try those.
Well, I'm gonna come in with the hard hitting questions for you here, Riss. First and foremost, what in God's name would compel you to try fried chicken flavored fucking toothpaste?
Well, I learned my lesson. I'll tell you that much. Because I almost threw up. And I don't mean like, oh, it was so gross. I almost threw up. Like, to do a full review, I tasted it and then I was going to brush my teeth with it. And then, like, I I really was going to throw up. Like, I had to stop because I was going to vomit in my sink. It just did something deep within my body and it was upsetting. Um, well, I don't know if you remember when I was a kid, like, if you dared me to eat something, oh, I'd eat it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
you're still like that. That hasn't changed all that much.
exactly. So like that's kind of like the adult version of it. Like I'm not like eating a concoction you made and put in a cup, but if you tell me there are cinnamon toast crunch that tastes like Totino's pizza rolls, I want to prove I could stomach it. So anything weird, I want to stomach. That was a weird way to say that. Anything weird I want to try. But man, the real weird stuff, it's usually hard to get. I was happy I got the toothpaste, but I missed out on the Pizza Hut wine. I missed out on the Totino's pizza roll, cinnamon toast crunch. And I missed out on the Progresso soup lozenges.
Okay, I didn't know those were real. Let's start
Oh yeah,
there.
they're totally real.
I knew of the macaroni and cheese ice cream, the Leeuwen macaroni and cheese ice
Yeah.
cream, and I was like, I could not stay farther away from that if I tried. I would do that.
I actually forgot about that. I wonder if they still have that because there's a Van Leeuwen uh in a city I go to all the time, and maybe I should try and find that. But yeah, no, I like trying all the weird shit.
Uh, well, Atlantis also says her mom already tried the PB and J Reese's and told her not to waste her money.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so at least listen. That means you have a Canadian audience that has not been tapped yet. Give it time. Give it time. So then I'm curious to ask, what is the weirdest of the snack reviews that are up and available now on the TikTok? What would you say, aside from the Kentucky Fried Chicken toothpaste? What do you think is one of the craziest ones you tried and surprised you that you really liked a lot?
Man, I mean, nothing compares to that toothpaste. I have to just look at my TikTok. 'Cause I don't remember what I tried. Um, let's see. I well, this isn't that weird, but I thought that the flavor was going to be so redundant. I was really pleasantly surprised by the Butterfinger salted caramel.
Really?
Um, yeah, that was really good. I was like, this is gonna taste like shit. No one wants this sweet on sweet on sweet, but that was really good. Um, oh, I love the fried green tomato lays. Um, let's see.
Okay.
And you said that I really like because I was surprised with some stuff I also very much hated. Oh, I know what I was available. The Blue Diamond came out with cherry Slurpee almonds,
I want to
and
try
I was
that
like,
so bad. So
yeah,
bad.
like I said, if I can find them again, I'll get you some. Those were so good, and I don't really like almonds that much, and I was like, these are weird, but those are great. So that was a pleasant surprise. Yeah.
Man, I would love to try that. And about the Elvis Reese's cup, I actually found that at the checkout of a record store back in the day. That's
Oh,
crazy to me. That's Do you also have any like coveted snacks that you're having a hard time getting your hands on, but you would love to try?
No. Well, I mean, even you showed me the one. It was like biscuits and gravy lays or something. I find it hard when they're regional or like very store specific. So I don't have a Dollar General near me. Um,
That's right.
something
Melchior was the one that showed me that one. Melchior brought that up to me, and I was like, "Oh man, I gotta send that to Riz."
there was, oh, I can't remember. There was some soda. I and it was like a Kroger exclusive. And I was like, there's not even Kroger's at this part of town. Part of town. I mean, it's part of the U.S. What is interesting though is that most of the people that seem to follow me currently are not on the same coast as me.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I reviewed some hers chips, and they were like, "What's up with you and all these obscure brands?" And I was like, "What?" Like they're always like, "I don't know what that is," and I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about." Hers is like an institution. So yeah, I seem to have a lot of West Coast people who watch me. So
Mm-hmm.
there's like a disconnect between me and my following.
You know what though, and I think that's kind of one of the beautiful things about social media when you think about it in the grand scope of things is that even if you are from this small kind of like bumble part of town, to know that you have a reach to people in places that you may have never seen or never visited before, and to learn about their culture and their snacks, and then them kind of introduce you to those things. I always think that's kind of the fun aspect of social media that unfortunately just doesn't get touched upon as much, and it gives you the opportunity to like to be able to try all these insane things that you may never know about.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. Like I don't have I'm pretty new, so I don't have like too many followers, but it's mostly a really good group of people who's always like giving me new recommendations. And when I do try what they recommended, they're like so excited. So it's nice to have a little community.
Mm-hmm. And
As
do
I'm
you
sure you know.
what about community, about a pineapple hat on my head? Yeah, I do.
Yes.
About my penguin onesie? Yeah, I do. I'm well aware of
Yeah.
that. Yeah. It's funny the way the internet works like that, and the way that communities can be curated. Thank you, by the way, Zach. I will take that Monomate Hydrate. The way that communities can curate based on a singular cause. And in this instance for the channel, it's Fantasy Star, and for you it's for snacks. I think they still make for great conversational pieces, and they're such niche things. And two, I guess food is a very general like discussional topic. Like you have those foodies out there for people with wine, they're all the sommeliers and whatnot, but with something
Yeah.
like limited edition snacks, I feel like it's a very niche market, and it's almost like, am I pigeonholing myself, am I being too narrow because this is such a very like small, obscure thing? But then you realize as time goes on and as you continue to keep making content, how much bigger it is of a community than you ever thought possible, and you're like, oh wow. Oh wow, there's a lot of snack like limited edition snack folks. And you even do it though also with like fast food stuff too, right?
Oh yeah, when there's like a fun like so I which limits me a little bit. I do have a gluten sensitivity and a sugar sensitivity. So like I'm not trying new burgers or new sandwiches which or like fried chicken, which that would be fun. I wish I could. But I did try the new Taki Fuegos Wendy's fries. So yeah, whenever I can try a new fast food thing. Yeah, it's very interesting because I was like, I want to try snacks, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, I can't eat a lot of things. So like I recently tried everyone kept being like, "Did you try the Selena Gomez Oreos?" And I was like, "I will eat one single Oreo and I guess I will be fine." So
Did,
sometimes I'll make a special video eating something I shouldn't. But that does limit me a little bit. But I
mhm.
try to think outside the box so it doesn't seem like I'm missing so many different things. But thankfully most chips don't have gluten, so I'm becoming a bit of a chip aficionado.
Now,
But yeah, definitely fast food when I can.
did you suffer any like injury from the Selena Gomez Oreo incident, or did you turn out okay? I actually have a member, I think, in my chat, if they're still here. His name is PK Coltrane. He actually has committed war crimes with Oreo, so I bet he would really love to try the Selena Gomez Oreo. Did you suffer or incur any injuries? Did you have a nasty tummy like stomach ache after that?
Uh, when I only have a little bit of gluten, I just sometimes get really lethargic. When I have a
Okay.
bunch, that's when I get all this weird stuff. But no, I could manage being lethargic. So no, just I was a bit tired.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm also looking here and I see I grew up as a Canadian living 20 minutes from the border, and I spent years watching all kinds of commercials for a myriad of snacks that were never available in Canada.
Aw.
Aw. And that's the thing. That's the thing, especially with the way the media was. Like it's still kind of like that now, but it's just more on the internet face, so I guess. But when you saw all these commercials as kids, you're like, "Oh, these are such great places. I would love to try these out." There's no Checkers by me. What the fuck is a Bojangles? I would love to try Bojangles. You can't put this on the TV and I can't eat it. That's rude. It's rude.
Now, what kills me is I actually don't have this. This used to be like a huge interest of mine. I don't do it as much anymore, but I don't know what it was about me. But on Friday nights, I don't know if I even talked to you about this, Alicia, pizza, but I'm so sorry. But I used to look at Japanese menus all night for hours on end on Fridays when I guess I had less friends. But yeah, I would just like dream about eating at Japanese Pizza Huts or Japanese KFCs and like study their menus for no reason. No one was asking me to take a test.
See, I
But
would.
yeah,
I think we all do that to some degree because that doesn't seem like a far fetched thing. Like, I like watching old 90s retro food commercials as well as 90s toy commercials, specifically the Halloween variety. I think everybody has that one thing that they're fixated on, and it gives them this almost like this boost of serotonin in some weird kind of way.
yeah, I'm definitely like that with food. And so the way that you said like, oh, I would see the places that I don't have access to in the US. I feel that way with like overseas stuff
Hmm.
because especially since I used to live in Korea, I pay attention to Korean stuff, and it kills me that I can't eat the half the shit over there.
Oh man. I would love I'm dying to know what salt bread tastes like. I want to know so bad what salt bread and one of those Korean dogs mozzarella things are. I want to know what they taste like. And those are easily accessible here in the States, and I don't I've never tried it yet. Maybe one day soon. Maybe one day soon.
Yeah, I actually don't. I don't think those were like super a thing when I was there. So I don't know if I've had a Korean corn dog either. Um, the one thing I regret not trying when I was in Korea, which it smelled really bad, which is why I couldn't eat it. But one of the street foods in Korea was um, silkworm pupa.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
it's just I'll never forget. I was at an anime convention, and just the smell of silkworm pupa was emanating, and it was not a good smell. But just to say I did it, I wish I
Oh.
tried it.
Oh, see, there's a lot of things that I would love to try, and I'm just limited from being able to try because of regions and whatnot. I really would like to try the buttered potatoes that they sell at the movie theaters. I think they're like roasted potatoes, or maybe they're fried potatoes. I don't quite know for sure.
Was that in Korea?
Mm-hmm.
See, because, yeah, I guess things changed. When I was there, oh, one of my favorite snacks. When I was there in the movie theater, they would sell caramel popcorn, ice cream with caramel popcorn in it, and my all time favorite, peanut butter or butter flavor grilled squid.
Ooh,
That was delicious. Peanut butter grilled squid is way better than you'd think it would be, and I would watch movies eating that.
that sounds delicious. I'd be willing to try it.
Have I ever made you eat dried squid? I That's what I get every time I shop at the Asian store because I miss that from Korea. Have you
Mm-mm.
tried dried squid?
I think the only thing that I've ever had from you after you came back from a trip was typically tteokbokki and gochujang, because I think gochujang is really good too.
The one thing, one of my favorite foods that I've not had since I left Korea. I've tried to eat everything I used to like, but the one single food I have not had, and I'm trying to get my husband to go to a restaurant they have in New York, but he says he thinks it's too gross. I used to love eating uh, cow intestines.
Oh no, we
It's not for
listen.
everybody.
Well, listen. You have to remember, we also come from our side, from the Puerto Rican side. We do pig's feet. We do blood sausage. We do cow intestine. That's not that bad. I don't think that's that bad. I myself have never had it, but I try it.
I'll tell you, the Korean version of blood sausage fucking slaps. That is so fucking good.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I gotta get those cheese. Oh, I get those cheese dogs in Toronto's. They sell them frozen. You could pop them in the air fryer. And honey butter squid jerky.
Oh yeah, delicious. Love honey butter squid jerky.
That sounds good. I want to try blood sausage now. It's been a minute.
If I ever get you over here, I will order some.
Okay. Okay.
Because
I
it's
mean,
very good with tteokbokki. You dip it in the tteokbokki sauce.
oh, okay. Okay. Now, do you also do like fish cakes in the tteokbokki or?
Yes, I'm not supposed to because they have gluten, but I'll sacrifice it
Uh,
because they're so good.
okay. That's fair. That's fair. I understand now. I understand. I mean, even just hot dogs. I'll put sausages in there, just regular sausages or hot dogs. Here's my gripe, and I know that this is going to be a point of contention, and I'm going to say it. I don't get rosé pasta, and I don't get putting cheese in tteokbokki. I don't. I just like it as straight. I'm
Mhm.
not huge on the cheese part. I know a lot of people are big on the cheese. I'm not big on the cheese.
Okay.
It's a little too much for me. It's a little too rich.
Yeah, I don't want the cheese all the time, but I can dig the cheese every now and then. I think it's delicious, but yeah, I agree that you can't have it all the time because tteokbokki's like really heavy to begin with.
Yeah. But again, I also just love like the rice portion. I like bibimbap, kimbap,
Yeah.
bibimbap. That's
Oh yeah,
also
and
very good.
gimbap is the one that's like sushi shaped but like cooked.
Hmm. And then of
Yeah.
course I will always eat Korean fried chicken, and no one can tell me otherwise. I love Korean fried. You can't eat Korean fried chicken, can you?
No, not here in Korea. There used to be this fried chicken place that would fry their chicken in rice flour, and I would take the train so many stops and then take the train with my smelly ass chicken and then eat an entire box by myself because it was just me. But yeah,
It's worth it.
I would go out of my way to get fried chicken when I was there. But no, I can't. It
Oh,
sucks.
that is hard. That's hard. Oh, June is confused by the Korean cheese trend because so many Koreans are lactose intolerant. See, I, I, and this was again when I was living in New York and I was in Koreatown frequently. And listen, it's never gonna be like the authentic stuff, but that's what I got. My go-to thing was garlic soy fried chicken, broccoli
Um,
salad, and potato wedges. And me and a friend would share a bottle of watermelon soju because watermelon soju is fucking amazing. Um, but they never really did a whole lot of stuff with cheese, and for whatever reason I just didn't do a whole lot of Korean meals with cheese, so it always surprised me, like, and especially like one of my favorite things is sundubu, like tofu or veggie sundubu is probably one of
yeah.
my favorite ones. But and there's also oh god, I'm gonna probably pronounce this wrong, but it's like a black bean chanchamyang, I think is what it's
Oh
called.
yeah.
That's fucking amazing, but I don't need cheese on it. It's just fucking good as it is.
Oh, whoa. I've never seen someone put cheese on jjajangmyeon.
I don't. Well, no, they don't put it on jjajangmyeon, but they would put the cheese in the sundubu or the
No,
tteokbokki.
I've never seen that either. Ew.
Yes. And
Okay,
because
that
everyone would be
I
like,
don't
they'd
know
be like, it's
anything
a
about.
hot pot stew soup, and I'm like, we don't have to do that. That's not necessary. My liver quivers at the thought of soju. I can't. Okay, one, I don't have a drinking body anymore. Like, I don't have the tolerance for it. I'm pretty sure just one small shot glass of soju would knock me on my
No.
ass. So we don't do it. Riss.
I
Mm,
well, I guess
mm,
maybe okay. I think I could still do a whole bottle on my own and be okay.
I
But back
can't.
in Korea, I think I could do 3 bottles on my own.
I can. I would have to share a bottle with my friend, or and this is an option, and I will say I absolutely love this. They would hand us like a half a watermelon or a full watermelon, and they would stick the soju in the watermelon, and then you sip the water. You sip the soju
Ooh.
watermelon from a straw, direct from the watermelon, and you can't taste any of the soju. All you taste is watermelon. And let me tell you, when you get up that first time after drinking all of that, you're not walking straight. You're not.
uh,
I did a bottle once and I woke up somewhere else. Yeah.
y'all, I'm not even gonna get into my time in Korea, but I will just say I drank like never before, and thank God I had friends that looked out for me. Because have I browned out and blacked out many a time? Possibly just I like once. I'll just say this: it's gross. I'm sorry, but like once I used to drink with this guy who was much larger than me. So like we had a different tolerance because his body could take in a lot more. But he was like nice, and we were like buddies, and he would buy me shot for shot with him, which was insane. And I just remember once I was talking and then I said, "Oh, excuse me." Then I turned and then threw up on the ground and then just kept talking. Like, and that's so gross. Like, I was another level of a scumbag in Korea. That I'm not like that anymore. No,
Oh,
I share my bottles of soju now. But if tested, I could have a full one, I think.
oh, I wouldn't dare try. I would never dare try. I don't have it in me to. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Especially in my older age and with less of a tolerance, I don't have. I am more likely to do silly things. And by silly things, that means order things online. And then you can only imagine the surprise when 5 to 7 days later, I get a package at my house and I'm like, where did this come from? And then I look at the date that I ordered it. I went, oh, I did that. Oh, no. So we don't. There's a lot of retail therapy shopping that happens, when you've kicked back a couple brewskis, or you make Fantasy Star Online characters. It does crazy things to you.
Ooh, I just bought a wig when I had 3 drinks 2 days ago.
So, see, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I I especially now, given the sensitive the time of the sensitivity of this current state of time, I can't do that because I don't want to wake up the next morning and realize that I bought a car and it's not the car that I wanted or needed. Like I can't do that right now. That's the worst idea.
Yeah.
So. I love soju. We have 8 different fruit flavors available here, but
Oh,
yogurt flavored soju is my favorite. Ooh.
oh, that
Oh.
sounds good.
I
I
want
don't think I've tried that.
I want to is there cherry flavored soju? Cuz I've never
I've
had
never
it.
seen that. I've had plum, grape,
Oh,
maybe,
plum is and plum anything is delicious. I white
yeah.
plum juice. Ugh. Oh, so good. So good. Yeah, drinking is how Margarita was born. This is right. Yeah, I've done a lot of things when I had a couple of drinks and may have watched Big Trouble in Little China, and that's what you do. And
I'm
yeah,
sorry, what is this? I don't understand what that means.
so on Christmas Eve of 2023, again, this was around the time of the pandemic, we ended up having to separate me and the family because Sam and I were still essential workers and we didn't want to risk getting anyone sick. So we ended up celebrating the holidays at home, which was fine because we still made it, a special holiday season for us, but we still couldn't be around the family. And I was really upset about it. So he surprised me by picking up these bottles of, they're small, like, bottles. I forget the name of the company, and they have different flavors. There was a cosmopolitan flavor, there was an old fashioned flavor, and there was a margarita flavored one. But they're very strong. Like you're supposed to mix them with ice,
Oh,
and I drank it
okay.
straight from the bottle.
Oh.
And I got so drunk that night that I decided to make a Fantasy Star Online character on the server that I play on.
Oh.
And when I had to name the character, I named the character after what I drank, Margarita. And that's how this show. Welcome to
Love it.
Margarita's Happy Hour. This is how it came to be.
Love
So,
it.
but it's interesting to see how snacks and kind of technology can integrate, and it's even more interesting to see now, like especially because I remember when you started talking to me about the TikTok and being like, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to start doing, and I don't want people to put their comments and input in. I want to just do this organically. And to see where it's taking off to now, like you see that you're on the trajectory course for success. Like, what do you feel that you've learned and what do you feel that there's still to learn in regards to content creation and TikTok?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
Um, and there are so many things to know about TikTok. I have just scratched the surface. I've only been doing this for a few months. I mean, first of all, I gotta admit, like, I had to learn how to like edit and add just features on it. So there's still more to learn just about using all the features available.
Hmm.
And there's more to learn, like Instagram, the way people find your content is so much different. And TikTok, unless you are expecting your already followers to like watch whatever you put out, to get new followers, half the time you like need kind of a hook at the beginning.
Uh-huh.
And that's like something you need to like get used to. If that's if you're like a cynical sort of self-conscious person like me who like cringes at like influencer talk, like trying to like skirt the line between being true to myself but also like being engaging is kind of tricky. But what I learned, if you are into TikTok, and if you do go on my channel, I mean, it's like I have 1,000 followers, but like I said, I haven't been at it very long, and I have like seen what habits get some growth and don't. I learned that you have to be kind of consistent. I was doing it once a week, which might fly like on Instagram. That does not fly on TikTok.
Hmm.
Now I'm doing it 3 times a week, and sometimes I'll try and do some extras. But yeah, I mean, the more you do it, actually, it seems like the better it is if
Hmm.
you're trying to like, top off. And yeah, and don't you gotta learn to not be self-conscious, and you can't like what's the word? You can't ghost it at all. I think they definitely do penalize you if you like post five and then you don't post for 2 weeks and then you start again, like you're gonna fuck yourself. So I think like if you want to do TikTok, you have to like kind of gear in for some consistency. And
Really? I
yeah,
didn't
that's
know
what I've been
that.
noticing. I don't like, like I'm not saying that I know the all the tricks of the trade, but I've just been like listening to other influencers and kind of looking at things myself. So I could be, I could be wrong. You could fact check me, but that's what it's seeming like.
Hmm.
But also I don't know how people feel, but I personally think that like starting accounts that your family doesn't have access to is fantastic. Like, because now I'm like trying things that I wouldn't do if people who knew me were there. Like I cosplay sometimes when I do reviews, and I'm not gonna lie, get real here. I'm starting to get up there in age, so I was a little self-conscious because there'll be like cute young girls cosplaying on the app, and I'm like, am I gonna be like some weird older woman dressing as Sakura Kasuganu? But I'm like glad that no one I knew was watching me like try that first video, and
Hmm.
it made me feel freer. And then like my fan base kind of liked it, so now I keep doing it once in a while. But yeah, it's just very freeing to not have people who have like who know your history, and like if you start like acting a different way online, they might like judge you or be like, ew, you're being weird, why are you talking like an influencer? So it's just like worth thinking, like if I want to do something weird online, maybe I shouldn't tell people.
Hmm. It's definitely it was a very long time before I actually told my family that I was a VTuber, and I didn't know how my family would react because uh, to give you an idea of it, the first person I told was my sister, and I sat her down and I told her, hey, by the way, you know how I stream those video games? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, well, now I do it with an avatar. And she looked at it and she was like, okay. And then I was like, I got to break the news to mom about this. And she goes, oh, okay. Well, I'll be there for you when you do tell mom. And I did. I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I don't know if you know this, but you know how I stream all those video games and stuff? She's like, yeah, you have those cat ears headphones. I go, I don't have those anymore, Mom. I don't have those anymore. But I still stream video games, but now I'm doing it as a VTuber. And she goes, que tú haces? Que le diga VTuber. What is that? What is that? And I
Yeah.
explained it to her. And she's like, well, okay, well, what does it look like? And I showed her my VTuber model, and she's like, she doesn't look Puerto Rican enough. You could have given her darker skin and get that pasa. And I'm like, Mom, that's not the point. She's like, it's still cute. What's wrong with her eyes? Did she get What was she? What happened? ¿Qué le dije? Glaucoma? And I'm like, no, mom, she doesn't have glaucoma. It's black sclera. It's because I'm a robot. She's like, why can't you? Why can't you be you? And I'm like, because it's there's a sense of liberation. You know, there's a separation of
Yeah.
church and state. Then when people know your identity and you know what they see online, and she's like, well, you could have at least put like, you know, some chuletas in her hand or something. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad we had this talk. She goes, listen, I love it. She goes, I think it's nice. I really appreciate that you kept her covered up and you don't have her showing her stuff. You know, she's not showing her things because she got armor. I respect that. But, you know, I just I just wasn't ready for this. And I was like, it's okay. You'll figure it out. And thankfully she didn't ask me any questions about my VTuber's religious beliefs because that would have been rough. But there is definitely a sense of liberation when you don't have those kind of limits and restrictions and boundaries from, you know, your family and friends. And of course there are some people that you have as a support system that you can tell those things to, and it's, you know, reservation free or whatnot. Do you think
Yeah.
do you think there's things that you worry about? Like, do you think you're ever going to reach that point where you can't read the comments anymore because they could eventually get to you in a negative, you know, with a negative impact, or it could take a toll on your mental?
So that's why I didn't go on TikTok sooner, because I was like, I don't even know like what is there for me, especially since like I know like lots of like real young kids are on there, and like, you know, teens could be savage. um
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, so I was worried, and I gotta say, like, I all the people that follow me so far, and a lot of them are, yeah, like younger than, you know, necessarily shooting for, and most of them are guys, which made me also super nervous. But except for like one weird instance, everyone's been like really nice and
Mm-hmm.
really respectful. I will say though, TikTok, God bless TikTok, does have some self editing or self filtering. So you could set filters like, oh, if someone says this word, filter the comments. I haven't had to do that yet. But if TikTok thinks someone is being like malicious or mean, they'll just filter it themselves. So
Oh.
I know there's at least been two times where a comment was filtered. At first, I was like, "What is a filtered comment folder?" So I opened it the first time unknowingly, and it was just someone saying like, "Your intro is corny," and I was like, "Yeah, okay, so." um, but now I'm like, I won't let myself open that
Mm-hmm.
because I think that would be bad. I'm a really sensitive person, so
Mm-hmm.
honestly, me being on TikTok is insane because I am a very sensitive person.
Yeah.
Um, I remember I make a zine, a Halloween zine, and someone gave me 5 stars on Etsy, but said my zine was word heavy, and that haunted me for days. Like everything haunts me. I'm just so
Oh.
sensitive to critiques and criticism, unless they're constructive. But so I'm afraid. Yes, I'm afraid, and I'm almost afraid of like if I get more people, then I open myself up more. But I'm just gonna keep trying to go through, not think about it, and you know, just be true to myself and try not to overthink it. And maybe this will give me a thicker skin. We'll see.
You know what, I can sympathize for you on that, but I don't necessarily. Again, I think putting yourself out there, especially, and I commend you for the fact that you're putting your face out there, that
Oh,
scares me. And I started out as a webcam streamer first, so I was showing my face, and then when I learned that I had the option to omit my face and just, you know, use my voice or use some type of image or whatever, that was a game changer for me. I think it's really commendable that you do put yourself out there, like, not to scare you, not to do anything like that, but just to just show respect and show props for it, because that's fucking scary. I would be like, oh my god, I wouldn't want to look at that. I don't even want to know where that folder is on TikTok because I don't need to know if there's filtered comments. I don't want to see anything in the comments like, show your feet. I'd be like, oh god, I can't do this. Like, that would scare me.
so what sucks is I found the filter comment folders like in the settings, and I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't know about that. But now I don't know if this is always there and I didn't notice, or maybe just no one was mean before. A recent video, it won't show you the comment, but it'll say this post has one filtered comment, and then I'm just like, oh fuck you, whoever that is. Leave me alone. I'm just a person eating snacks. I'm not even like trying to thirst trap you. I'm not anything. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, there's even some folks also in chat saying, I feel that I have Instagram, but I don't post anything there. People want to see pics of my old cosplays. I don't have any. My sister finds pictures of me all the time on Facebook and such, though, through convention tags and forums. I'm sure, again, for the line of work of what I did way back when, working in the music industry, there are definitely photos of me in both print and digital form. I know it. And I know they exist, and that's all I'm going to say about that. And they're not, by the way, they're not like gratuitous, they're not lewd, they're not provocative or anything like that. It's just photos of my face. So I know that, people could eventually, or, if they do find me, I would just hope that they would be respectful to not post that around. But that's definitely, I think it's hard. And especially with filtered comments, I like to put up a good front that I have thick skin. I like to put up a good front that I don't get anxious. But if people knew offline how anxious and how sensitive of an individual I am, where I'm like, oh God, please don't fight over flavored water. Please get along. Like it's definitely hard to be public facing and maintain thick skin. I would only hope that, if anything, it does, it gives you thick skin and makes you stronger. It doesn't, make you any scared to be like, I can't do this anymore. People can no longer see me eat snacks. And that's another thing too. And I want to be very specific about this. It's one thing to put yourself out there. It's another thing to put yourself out there eating food, because eating things, it's not always the most, like, I watch a lot of people on TikTok. I've learned this because now my algorithm's completely changed, because if I watch your videos, I see more people do eating videos where they're eating things. And I don't know if people are doing it for the shock value, but they don't eat as much as they plaster it on their face, or they have a weird kind of chew, and I don't understand why they don't think to use a napkin, and it fucking messed with me. I was like, what the fuck is wrong? What? I wasn't ready for it.
I'm not sure, but I think people do things like that. Like, there's this other girl who is very, I don't know her name because she annoys me, but she's very famous. But she makes like really weird, over dramatic facial expressions when she tastes things and when she looks at things. And when I think, honestly, half the time I think they're like doing that to get reactions, because those people must have the thickest skin in this fucking world, because they probably want people to yell at them like, use a napkin, stop making those faces. So like, that in itself is a tactic where you just upset people and they want to yell at you. But again, I could not endure that. So I have some footage of me eating it, but if you've noticed, I put a effect to sort of distract the eating from the eating part of my videos. I always put sparkles over it or something.
Yeah, I noticed you did fireworks recently, and I thought it was just you celebrating Independence Day. Okay.
You know what it was? And I'm going to admit this just to you and everyone watching. I'm kind of old for TikTok. And I was like, I don't know the fuck to make these videos. So when I first made these videos, I was like, I'm going to just put a bunch of effects because I think it's funny, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And then once I did it, I was like, this will just be my style. I just put random faces that don't really need to be there.
I thought, I was like, oh man, she must be doing it to really show like the crunch. Like this is another like elevated level of ASMR or something. So
That's so funny.
And this is the other thing too. And Lantis brings up a really good point. Cartoon levels of overreaction are something I will never understand. And this is something that I've noticed about Eastern and Western media in terms of just food and food eating. A lot of them are very much like, their shock level is just opening their mouth and having their jaw unhinged to put in a large piece of food. And I'm not even saying this in a negative or derogatory way. It's actually very, very impressive when you think about it, to put in like this big spoonful of food, but they do it with no mess. And that impresses me. There's something classy and there's something polite about it. But then you see another person here stateside that also tries to use that same amount of food and put it in the mouth, and they get it up their nose or they get it on their ears, and I'm like, how did you fucking miss? How did you miss the aim on that one? Make it make sense.
I am one of those people that likes ASMR food videos, and I will occasionally watch mukbangs. And I will tell you, I will almost never watch an American mukbang or ASMR food influencer because I usually find it like gross and sloppy. I love like the preciseness and of like mostly Korean mukbangers specifically. I love them like you said, they like eat it so neatly and you still get the food noises without having to see the mess. And they also like have impeccably like they're definitely using lip stain because the lipstick is never moving. And yeah, they're it's just so it's a beautiful thing.
Well, see, I don't listen to the sounds. I will be honest. If I do see them like come up on my TikTok feed after I start liking or following any of your videos, if I do see them come up, I don't like hearing the noise. The noise does turn me off. I can't get into that. But I like how the food looks appetizing. There's a lot of
Yeah.
appetizing food that I really understand. I myself can't get behind the noise. So I just look at them eat one bite and I usually just kind of scroll past at that point and I'm like, it's all right. That the algorithm has done its job. And
No, yeah, I get it.
mukbangs have
I get
some
that it's
levels to it.
gross.
It's it's the sound that gets me because
Yeah.
but I've also again I have the mentality of eating with your mouth closed kind of deal. That's just me personally. You know, that could be different. Yeah, the misophonia is real. That's very it's
Yeah.
I can't, it's very hard for me to watch a whole thing, but I'll watch one. And again, if the food looks great, I love seeing the food. Everybody, I would love to know what convection stoves they use or food warmers they use, because shit am I impressed. Like, you want to impress me? Put in your tag what fucking food warmer you use to keep your cheese looking that stretchy. I'm impressed. Color me impressed. The actual sounds of it all, I can't get into. I have a hard time with.
So weirdly, my brother chews potatoes loud to a degree that it upsets me. Like it actually fills me with anger. Yet I can watch these videos. Makes no sense. But also, yeah, I get it. But something about it is soothing to me.
Mm-hmm.
And what was I going to say? Oh, I was also going to say that I also am often like, what's happening with this cheese? Like, why is this cheese so stretchy? I don't understand. I'm sure there's like they probably like have some special recipe and they probably like mix stuff in the
Mm-hmm.
cheese to make it like that because it's like unreal.
Yeah, but even if they have something with like a nice golden brown crust, I would listen. Especially, I will say this now. Mac and cheese, the people that eat good like southern mac and cheese where it's with that golden brown topping on top, I'm always impressed and I'm like, I want that recipe and I want your food warmer because I would love to try to recreate that recipe this Thanksgiving with my family. Like, I think though, but again, I would like more like, I would love for them to include links of where I can find those food warmers because I think those are the real MVPs in those mukbang videos. So
Oh, do you mean like the little like tiny portable stoves, gas stoves?
not the gas stoves. I notice a lot when I'm watching those TikTok shorts that it looks, one, they have this interesting way of displaying things and they put them in a certain way, especially if they're eating like a massive amount of food, and I never get to the end of the videos. I usually stop like about a
Oh,
quarter of the way through.
okay.
But I notice that they have like this flat top. It almost looks like a pancake, like
Oh,
stove, like flat top stove thing. I don't know what it's called. It's again, I if you know, and TikTok, you keep recommending fucking cooling blankets to me. Why don't you recommend to me a food warmer? I'd fucking buy that shit and I'd make French toast all the damn time. All the damn
I'm
time.
obsessed with seeing people's algorithms.
I my algorithm's weird because my algorithm is based, I guess, off of my friends. So I got for prior to starting to follow your TikTok, my TikTok, and I guess it has to do with like book recommendations and book reviews that I was getting for certain books that I was reading at the time. I ended up getting a shit ton of, and I want to be very clear about this. I didn't get Harry Potter recommendations. I only got the Death Eaters, and it was Death
Oh,
Eater thirst traps. So it was all these people playing the song from Ghost, The Summoning, and these women like salivating over these men dressed as actors that
Oh
are
man.
Death Eaters at Disney World. I don't know. I don't know. I can only assume it has to do with my playlist on Spotify, where I follow a lot of Sleep Token and a lot of Ghost. But I just got nothing but. It was literally called Death Eater Thirst Trap. And that's all I had on my feed of these women wanting to get like noticed by Death Eater Senpai at this Disney World like
God.
area. I guess it's the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I don't even fucking read Harry Potter. But there's all these women that want to be touched by their wand on their arm. I don't fucking get it. I don't
God.
and they would have like these marks on their arms, which at first I was like, "Oh my gosh, is that like bodily harm?" And then someone told me it's apparently some like Harry Potter tattoo. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I've never
And
seen Harry Potter.
yeah,
Read
I don't fucking know. So again, all I cared about was I was like, oh, I know this song. I know this this Sleep Token song. I really like it. But they would just keep showing me these Death Eaters, which were these men in masks that walk around like this Disney World area of Harry Potter, and they would like get in people's faces, but you can't fucking see their face because they're fucking Death Eaters. It's a book talk. That was another one. I got a lot of book talk too. And
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
yeah, I again, the only thing I can assume is on my Audible, I was getting a lot of recommendations after reading the book Spare by Prince Harry, but I didn't get anything about the royal family. I got a whole shit ton of Death Eater Thirst Trap, and I was like, but why? Make it make sense.
Well, not TikTok specifically, but I'm not going to get into the whole story. But I've told you before that once I went on a huge half-hour rant verbally next to my phone about how this country doesn't have mandatory maternity or paternity leave. And then I woke up, I was subscribed to a billion baby formula email chains and not email, like email lists. And then a few months later, I got one package in my hard physical mail of baby formula samples. And then months later, I got other baby formula samples from another company. I don't have a fucking baby.
It's wild. It's wild. I don't know. I don't know if we can fix that. Big Brother, Skynet. Dun 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 dun. Dun. It's fucking creepy though. It's creepy. I will ask this though, as one final question, as we are. Oh shit, we have a raid coming in right now. Raiders, first off, before I ask that final question, welcome on in, Raiders. Hello, hello. My name is Pizza Mate. I'm a Fantasy Star content creator here. You just heard us talking about baby formula and Death Eater thirst traps here on the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If there's a mod currently in chat, can I get a big shout out for Leon Starcrest? I'm currently doing episode 14 of Margarita's Happy Hour with my guest, Vandal, TikTok content creator. If you guys enjoy the TikToks, if you also want Death Eater thirst traps, you should go check out Riss's channel.
Hey, do not say that my channel will lead to Death Eater thirst traps. There are no Death Eater thirst traps on my snack reviewing and occasional cosplay channel.
I was gonna ask you a very serious final question, and now I'm just throwing it out the fucking window. I'm now gonna ask you the real fucking final question.
Okay.
I have but a small request, and
Okay.
you take this however you want. But do you think you can one day do a food review dressed as a Death Eater, eating some random ass snack?
I mean, I guess I need to learn what that is. I don't even know what that is. But
Just look Death Eater thirst trap on TikTok. It's fucking wild. I don't know. I showed it to Sam too, and Sam was like, "Honey, is there something you want to tell me? Should I be wearing a mask?" And I'm like, "No. It's I love luchas, but it's not like that. Like it's a thing. It's a thing."
oh, now I'm looking at that. Don't do that to me. I do not want to do that.
How many follows would it take for you to get a Death Eater snack review?
If I get 500 followers, I'll do a Death Eater snack.
Okay, listen here, chat. I'm gonna need you. Penguin Crew, assemble. Listen here. Riss One, I don't even know if there's mouth holes in these Death Eater masks, but
I don't
if
even know how I would do that, but
well,
okay.
we're gonna have to cut a hole. We're gonna have to cut a hole. But if Riss reaches 500 followers, somebody clip this. Somebody clip this. If
Wait,
Riss,
but not forever. I have to reach 500 followers in the next 3 months, and I will be a Death Eater.
wait, can I negotiate 6 months? Can I negotiate 6 months? 6 months from today.
6 months from today, if I get 500 followers, I will do a snack review just as a Death Eater, and also somehow try and make it a thirst trap.
Okay, so that means August, September, October, November, December, January 15th. All right, listen up, guys. Listen
right
up.
in time for like my birthday.
That's right. No better way to say happy birthday than with a fucking Death Eater snack review. All right, Penguin Crew, Raiders that just came in from Leon's chat. You are officially now token members of the Penguin Crew. There is a person you must follow on TikTok. Tell your friends. If she reaches 500 followers, she'll do a snack review of some random ass snack dressed as a Death Eater from Harry Potter. She doesn't support Harry Potter. Let's be clear. She's just going to wear the Death Eater mask and she's going to eat a snack. I need a TikTok account to follow. Okay. Then tell your friends who have TikTok to follow this channel so she can dress up as a Death Eater. And will you use that sleep token song that they all use in those videos? Will you do that too?
Sure. If you show me what song, shit, you can even pick the snack because I don't even know what's happening or what you're talking about. So you can dress me, give me a snack, and pick the song.
Wait. Okay, but as a caveat, folks, we can choose the snack too, but just remember that she has a gluten sensitivity. So please choose a gluten-free snack. So potato chips are great. So if there's a potato chip flavor that is accessible for us to order, for her to try, she will do a special pizza made Penguin Crew exclusive Death Eater TikTok video. She's got to reach 500 followers by January 15th. Let's take it there. Somebody clip this. Let's take it there. We don't know what TikTok is. Yeah, neither do I. That's why I have Death Eater thirst traps in my algorithm. Lantis, that's exactly why.
I'm old too, by the way, so don't feel bad. I only very recently got TikTok specifically to make my own content. I had never seen TikTok till I made my own content.
I can't wait for the comments on this YouTube video for people to go, what the fuck did I just listen to? What did I just listen to? But then they're going to follow up as a question, but did she dress up as a Death Eater eating a potato chip? Because that's kind of something I want to see now. I hope it goes viral. I do.
I'll definitely find a way to put a clip of this on my TikTok.
You can clip from Twitch and we could put it on there. I only watch TikTok through Instagram Reels repost. Okay, so then you guys need to tell your friends who have TikTok. I know y'all have nephews and nieces. Tell them to follow.
Tell all your friends' children
to follow Riss on TikTok so she can wear a Death Eater costume and eat potato chips.
Leon Starcrest makes content too? Is that something?
Yes. Leon also follows me on TikTok. You should follow Leon too. Leon posts videos though. Wait a second. Hold on. I'm going to tell you a real quick thing about Leon Riss. I was looking at Leon's TikTok account. One of the first videos I saw was a video of one of our followers here in the chat, Lantis, dying in a boss battle against a big boss by the name of Dark Falls. And he posted a TikTok video of it. And I was like, sir, we refer to Lantis as our PSO dad. I was like, you let dad die. That's fucked up. You let dad die. And then I also saw another video that he posted and I fucking commented on it too, because this is a beautiful thing about TikTok. You can leave comments where he let this cute little robot by the name of Stella die in a video game. And I too am a robot, and he let this cute little robot girl die. And I was like, I refuse to like this video because you let her die. And yeah, I'm calling you out, Leon. Don't think I didn't see that shit. I saw that shit. It's not right. It's not right. Wait, what? Excuse? That's right, Lantis. It's on there. Lantis, it's on there. You were fighting Dark Falls, and then Dark Falls kicked your ass, and it's on there on TikTok. It's on there on TikTok. It's actually not that bad. The Stella death was pretty bad, but Atlantis, no, it's not that bad. But I saw
Well,
it.
if you share, show me, connect me so I can follow Leon when you get off on.
He goes, I just posted it today, please. But I saw it. I fucking saw it. Don't think I didn't see it. I saw everything. I told Dad. But with that, we are going to be ending our stream. Again, Riss, I've known you for almost 3 decades. It is never a dull moment with you. And one of the beautiful things that I love about our friendship is no matter the distance, no matter the length of time, no matter the time zones, we always pick up where we left off. And I think that's one
Got
of the
that
beautiful
right.
things about our friendship. Yeah. So
Thank you for having me. It was really fun. It was so nice to meet everyone here, and I had a lot of fun.
yeah. Now, do you actually want to tell folks where they can find you and what they can expect when they find you on social media?
Yeah, well, as Pizza shared, I am on TikTok, but I know that a lot of people said they do not have TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I only have some of my snack reviews on there, but I might get back into it. But yeah, if you just want to find me, I'm also on Instagram at Vandal. I did mention I have some Substack newsletters. If you're into weird things, my Substack newsletters are linked in my Instagram bio. So again, that's at Vandal that's RISSVANDAL on Instagram, or find me on TikTok.
There you go. And with that, guys, we are going to be wrapping up episode 14. Thank you for joining us today, Riss. You're breathtaking. Oh, you're breathtaking.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
Definitely, we will have you back. You know that you're already a token member of the Penguin Crew, so no matter where you go, you always have a fleet of penguins following you. So what we're going to do is there's something that we like to do here on the channel called the Mado-Rado. Folks, if you're not already familiar with the Mado-Rado, what we like to do here is all the positivity, the good vibes, and the laughter that we had from today's stream. We like to pass that on to another fellow streamer. Out of curiosity, if you don't have a person in mind, that's perfectly all right, Riss. Is there somebody that you would like me to send a Mado-Rado to? If not, we can find somebody in our list of friends and galactic allies to go send love to as well.
I'm sorry, you mean on
Twitch? I'm sorry, on Twitch.
Oh, I was like, in what way?
I'm gonna hurl the entire chat at them. I'm gonna throw them like a baseball. Just go beong.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I kind of lost touch with the Twitch community ever since I stopped doing my show. So no, I don't have anyone.
That's
Sorry.
okay. No, that is okay. Actually, I have somebody here in mind, which we will send. I'm gonna just check and make sure that they are still streaming. They've been streaming for quite a bit, so I don't know if they're gonna still be around. Let's go send it to them anyway. We are going to send over, and this is actually one of my new recent addictions. I don't know if I've told you about this. I'm addicted to a anime gacha game called Uma Musume, which is where you breed horse anime girls. Did I tell you about
no, I do not know about this.
Oh, how I've forgotten to tell you about such things. We're going to do this, though. We're going to send this on over to my dear friend Ellie Berry, who is currently streaming some Uma Musume right now. I hope that she is not ending anytime soon. We're going to go send this on over to her. Again, I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. We will be back in action on Thursday. Remember, again, there will be a Thursday stream, but it will not be here on this channel. We'll be over on Sarzak's channel playing Secret Game. You guys don't know what game it is, but I hope you guys look forward to it. Thank you all again so much for tuning in. This has been the head maid in charge here, Pizza Mate. It has been a pleasure to serve you. If you guys enjoyed what you saw, you can find me as well on social media as well as on Discord. And again, we will be back in action on Sarzak's channel this coming Thursday. And as always, never, ever, ever, ever forget that this little android loves you. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right, we're getting to send this raid over in just a bit. Guys, get on in here, getting ready, and we will see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.